fantastic Las Vegas.
Now, it's time for Game 2 of the NRL's 2025 Las Vegas doubleheader.
The energy's back. They're running with purpose. Let's buckle up.
With the continuous cold team.
This is pulsating. Unbelievable.
Peter Basaltis.
Stacking the left. They go that way. Showing it. Inside pass. Beautiful. That's outstanding.
Daryl Broman.
That's a beautiful ball. The little double pump. Got the ball over the top of the fullback. Scores.
Josh Morris.
Still had a lot of work to do. Set it up perfectly for him. Just pop the ball up and his pace has got him to the line. He picks himself up a double now.
And Mark Riddell.
Beats three defenders. Comes to the fullback. Look to his outside. He takes the pass. Strides over for the try right before the break.
The continuous cold team. Thanks to Macca's, Harvey Norman, Lowe's, Bryden's Lawyers, Tui's, BP, and your local club.
Oh, yes! How about that?
This afternoon, the four-peat Penrith Panthers.
They've won the grand final. The Penrith Panthers, an unprecedented victory. 4 in a row to the men from the mountain. The foot of the Blue Mountain celebrate.
Take on the Cronulla Sharks.
Atkinson setting up for the field goal. Here's the field goal attempt. He's kept it. He's won the game. Daniel Atkinson. Come at the man. Come at the moment.
And now, taking you back to all the action from Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Peter Basaltis.
Yes, we're gearing up for what should be an epic encounter to round out Vegas 2.0, the second NRL clash of 2025. And who would ever have thought that we'd be looking at a team starting a campaign on a quest for 5 premierships in a row. The Penrith Panthers, and in their way for this clash is the Cronulla Sharks, a team that has had a couple of decent seasons but have failed at the business end. Is this going to be different campaign for the Sharks in 2025, particularly with the addition of Addin Fonua-Blake in the forward pack? We've just seen the conclusion of the women's test match, which Australia defeated England. Well, they annihilated them. 90 points to 4, but is it a case of last try wins because England scored right on full time to register on the scoreboard. Earlier, Canberra opened their campaign with a very impressive 30 points to 8 victory over the New Zealand Warriors. And Wigan in the English Super League clash earlier defeated Warrington 48 points to 24. It's the continuous call team, thanks to Macca's, joined high above Allegiant Stadium by Mark Riddell, Daryl Broman and Josh Morris. Piggy, to you first up. Really looking forward to what should be a terrific contest for two teams whose destination you would think would be a top 4 finish. They're two of the best rosters we've got in the competition.
Yeah, I think you're right, Salty. Good evening to everyone again. The Penrith Panthers, 4-time premiership winners, up against the Cronulla Sharks, who have featured in the finals over the last few seasons. They need to take that next step, and I think a lot of people, putting their top 4 and top 8 together have got both these sides included in it. They expect big things from them this season, so it's a great way. It's set up beautifully. The Cronulla Sharks taking on the Panthers, and they want to get their season set and going, and that's what the Canberra Raiders did against the Warriors. They came out, they were really physical, the Raiders, and in this game as well, the Sharkies with Fonua-Blake, the new addition to the side. They want to take on this Panthers outfit, get a win, set themselves up to get back to Australia and get their season going.
Daryl Broman, the big man. Looking forward to this contest, Daryl.
Yeah, I am. I think, as Piggy said, I think they are both top 4 teams. I want to look at both sides here. Penrith probably are not as... on paper, they don't look as good as what they were last year. They've lost some quality players, and it's not going to be super easy for them. Their problem's going to be if they did get some injuries, like every other side, to quality players. They might struggle for some depth, but that's one thing in the past they really haven't struggled with. They've got tremendous systems, and everyone who comes in seems to be able to fill the void. Sharks, on the other hand, have been around the mark for a few years now, but never really threatened to even make a grand final. I think the addition of Fonua-Blake is massive, and he's again, if he can stay healthy and fit for the whole season, I think he's going to make a massive difference for them, given what he's done over the last 4 or 5 seasons. He's probably been the best front rower in the game. Front row is not a big problem normally for the Sharkies because they've got Oregon Kafusi there, they've got Tom Hazelton, and they've got Braden Hamlin-Welly. So they've got a decent roster of front rowers there, but he's the piece de resistance.
Don't forget Toby Rudolph injured.
Exactly,
He's not over here this week. I understand that he's deleted.
Be filthy.
He's actually removed all of his teammates off his Instagram. He just doesn't want to know about anything that's happening over here in Vegas this week.
Good.
Also, here in our commentary position at Allegiant Stadium, the one and only Josh Morris. Josh, you've had a ball today. Down on the sideline earlier, the atmosphere has been fantastic. You just get the feeling that this crowd cannot wait for the contest which awaits.
Yeah, I think so. I think, we've been given a treat today in rugby league. I thought the Canberra Raiders were outstanding on the sideline. The energy, the big hits that they were pulling off, and they just were too strong against a Warriors side. But this game, this could easily feature in the grand final or prelim final like it has before. These two sides, I think I've tipped them to both be in the 4. The Panthers, they get written off every season. They've won the comp the last 4 years. I know they've had some big losses, but you lose a bloke like James Fisher-Harris and you replace him with Lindsay Smith, who played for the Kangaroos at the end of last year. Like, that's the... you forget these things. He is a young kid, but he's represented Australia now. They've got Liam Martin, they've got Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah Papali'i was a great signing. Obviously didn't play his best football at the Tigers, but he's gone to a side that's won 4 premierships and can get the best out of him. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this different Penrith Panther side is. Jack Cole, he's been given the task of filling Jerome Luai's shoes, and no doubt they would have every confidence. He's a Penrith junior. He's come through that system. He knows it inside out. So I don't think there's any worries with who they have picked in their side. And as for the Sharkies, we have spoken about them the previous years, just not being able to get that final hurdle. Is Adam Fanua-Blake the man that can take them there? His aggression, his ability to get his team on the front foot, get quick play the balls, can that unlock Braden Trindle and Nico Hines, Will Kennedy, those types of blokes, and can they be a force to be reckoned with this year?
Well, the campaign is going to get underway in around 16 minutes from now. We're looking forward to it. I did mention a massive victory by the Gillaroos over England, 90 points to 4. One of the real stars was Tamika Upton. Well, she's a star of Women's Rugby League, full stop. She scored 5 tries and has just spoken to one of our colleagues at Channel 9, Jonathan Thurston.
Yeah, I'm here with Tamika Upton. A clinical performance tonight, 5 tries. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's pretty special. I have my family here. We obviously have a lot of support here. It's good to see this initiative in Las Vegas.
The team scored 17 tries. 15 of those were the backs, but it doesn't happen without the middles.
Yeah, we said that the forwards do all the hard work and make us backs look good, so they were incredible tonight, and England were really tough through that middle, so they held their own.
Yeah, there she is, Tamika Upton. What an athlete she is. Piggy, you're about to depart the scene to head down to the sideline. How much are you looking forward to that, just being down there?
Yeah, I am. I'm really excited for it. Obviously, this is the one everyone's been waiting for, the last game of the night. Quality teams, we've just spoken about them. We know how good both of these teams are, and it's the atmosphere now. I'm hoping, I think J-Moz mentioned it, how everyone they've gone out, they're sort of all behind the stadium seats at the moment. Hopefully they come back, fill the seats, and we get a great atmosphere for this final game.
I'm sure we will enjoy it down there. It's a fair hike because we're about 400 metres above sea level here, so
it takes me a little while too.
All good. You're listening to the Continuous Call Team. We'll continue our preview of this game coming up very soon. We've got the Panthers up against the Sharks here in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium.
At Priceline Pharmacy, it feels great to be a Sister Club member because members get get more of everything they love, like member-only offers and exclusive goodie bags and boxes, plus $5 off your shop every time you collect 400 points. Join in-store online today to get more out of every shop at Priceline.
Love your footy? Make sure you head to your local club for the official NRL Vegas watch party. On Sunday, March 2, clubs across the state will be celebrating the start of the NRL season. Plus, there'll be 22 special event hubs hosted by NRL legends serving up Vegas-themed food and fun. Get to an official watch party to take part in 2 exclusive competitions where you'll have the chance to win one of 2 double passes to NRL Vegas 2026, among others. T's and C's apply. Head to yourlocalclub.com.au to find out more.
Oh, the Blind Factory. At the Blind Factory, everything is on the up and up. But unfortunately, that includes prices as well. So when I say there's never been a better time to buy, I mean it. The Blind Factory. Call 13 Blinds before you have to pay more.
Too many Australians are being forced to make tough choices between filling a prescription or buying food, paying rent, or putting petrol in the car to get to work. More than 1 in 5 Australians have skipped or delayed prescription medicine in the last 3 years because they couldn't afford it. Politicians set the price of medicines. Tell them to lower them now. Join the fight for affordable medicines. Visit affordablemedicines.com.au to take action. Authorised by Gerard Benedict, the Pharmacy Guild of Australia, Canberra.
Are you ready to tee off in style? You bet, big man. We've got everything golf lovers need to look sharp on the course at Lowe's. Check out Lowe's brand new golf range. Buy any 2 items from the Lowe's golf range and get a free golf umbrella worth $60. There's quick dry golf polos from just $40 and flexi waist golf shorts for just $50. So swing into action, save and look great on the course. So don't miss the exclusive Cougars golf range in-store and online at Lowe's.
The continuous call team. Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
Anticipation building for our 4th game here in Allegiant Stadium. The Panthers up against the Sharks. Have you been taking notice, by the way, Daryl Broman and Peter Basoltis, Josh Morris, Daryl Broman here with the continuous call team. Mark Picky-Riddell's on his way down to the sideline. Did you take notice of what was just happening out on the field for the last 10 minutes or so?
There was some NFL being played by the ladies, right?
Flag football. That's an Olympic sport.
Is it really?
In LA 2028.
Well, they would be heavily favourites, wouldn't they? The Americans. Who else plays flag football?
I think everyone's starting to play.
Yeah, they're starting to do it in Australia now.
It was actually quite good because there's no real body contact in it.
No, it's like their version of Oztag, really, isn't it? Yeah.
No, it was fine. Good. I must admit I was only watching bits of it here and there, but I thought it was pretty good. The standard was okay. The passing was good.
I think we need to send them a few Australian mouth guards, though.
Yeah, the mouth guards they had on were like massive dummies. Like babies.
They looked a bit silly.
Yes.
But that's all right. I mean, they're getting there, mate, so good luck to them. The girls they look pretty fit and athletic, so good on them.
Oh, no, it's a great spectacle.
Great to play sport.
Fantastic. I saw a doco on it recently because it is now, of course, an Olympic sport, as we were talking about, and there's some wonderful athletes. And one thing, they had the NFL or NRL Combine, Rugby League Combine here, and a lot of American athletes, both male and female, turned up over the last few days. And we were talking to Phil Gould about it a couple of days ago, and Gus said, yeah, it was very impressive because in the NFL, if you don't make it from college to play in the NFL, there's no second tier. Yeah. In rugby league, we're used to seeing players go and play in Queensland, New South Wales Cups, etc., go to England as well. So there's a lot of athletes looking for something to do.
Yeah. Mate, speaking of a lot of athletes, you went to the Olympics, didn't you?
No.
Did you? What? I thought you went to the Olympics.
Interactive Studios. I was calling the NRL all throughout the Olympics too, Darryl.
Yeah, well, I wasn't listening, but I thought you did go to the Olympics. Have you been to an Olympics
yet? Yes,
and
I have.
And what did you call it the Olympics? Because you're very talented at many sports.
Oh, I'm not going down that path now, but thank you.
What have you called?
No, the first Olympics I went to, I was doing all the going around and interviewing athletes and doing updates.
Okay, you didn't actually call anything?
No, that was back in London 2012.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the first one, apart from Sydney as well.
Yeah.
But overseas.
I'm just interested because it'd be great to go to an Olympics because I remember when we had the What games did we have in Australia? The Commonwealth Games in 2000?
Sydney Olympics.
That's right.
Sydney Olympics.
That's right. I remember going to that. I went to the basketball, the ladies' basketball. It was fantastic.
Good stuff.
It was about, wasn't like I would have liked to have gone to many other events, but I think you had to get balloted tickets and all that stuff in those days, and I sort of had a crack at everything, but I got the ladies' basketball. It was great. I loved watching it.
Well, you'll be on contract with us in 2032. What would you like to call in Brisbane in 2032?
I'd say the Athletics. Yeah, that'd do me.
You don't want to do the weightlifting again?
No, I've done the weightlifting. Well, I think that'd be in my resume. They'd be well aware of my ability to do it. I've done the weightlifting. I've done other good stuff too. I think I did swimming.
Oh, you've done the swimming?
I've done swimming.
Yeah. Harold Holt got a gold medal.
He'd been lost for a little while, but he flashed down the outside, Harold Holt. But no, mate, it's not easy, and I'll give you that because you're a professional at it, and you work very hard at it. But you know what? I'm just a talent.
What about Olympics, Josh? You'd love to go to one, obviously.
I'd love to go to one. I did athletics as a young kid. I did the 100 metres, the 200 metres, the long jump, and, you know...
What's your PB in the 100?
Oh, the last time I got clocked was when I was about 12 years old. And I think I did a 12.4 or something like that. So
that's not very fast.
For a 12-year-old?
Yeah. What's the world?
It probably would have beaten you as a grown-up, Darryl.
I'm sorry. What's your PB? And driving doesn't count.
What? But, mate, I'm sorry. I don't think that's very fast. What's the world record for a 12-year-old?
I couldn't tell you.
Hang on. We've got young Gout now who's going along very fast.
Yeah, but he's not 12.
No, he's only a few years older, though.
How old is he?
Now, he'd be 17, I think.
17 or 18.
17. All right, you're listening to the Continuous Call team. We're not far away from kickoff here at Allegiant Stadium. The Sharks up against the Panthers. It's coming up shortly.
Cubies are now at Woolworths. There's 40 Cubies to collect. From fan favourite player characters to iconic creatures like Creeper and Enderman, plus elements and building blocks from Minecraft. Get one free Cubies with every $30 you spend. And right now, get a bonus Cubies when you buy participating products from Uncle Toby's or Nescafe in a $30 shop. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply while stocks last.
The Australian Government's Future Made in Australia plan will create a stronger economy by making more things across our country. We'll make more of Australia's natural advantages and turn critical minerals into cleaner energy. We're investing in you to learn new skills and in manufacturing and technology to create well-paid jobs and a more secure future for everyone. That's a future made in Australia. To find out more about the plan, search Future Made in Australia. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Buying or selling a business or franchise? Having difficulty recovering monies owed to you? Need an employment agreement reviewed or drafted? The commercial team at Bryden's Lawyers understands the complexity involved in these transactions and will protect your interest every step of the way. Contact Bryden's Lawyers today on 1800 848 848 or visit brydens.com.au to secure an appointment. Who helps you in your time of need? Bryden's Lawyers do.
Spin to win at Harvey Norman. Enter now. hn.com.au/spin to win. With a total prize pool valued at over $45,000. Spin to win prizes daily. Plus, make any purchase at Harvey Norman and go in the draw to win the ultimate 2025 Toyota AFL Grand Final or NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final experience. hn.com.au/spin to win. At Harvey Norman now. Terms, conditions apply. AFL authorised GF promotion GFAFL 25/18.
The Continuous Call team on 2GB. Thanks to Macca's, Harvey Norman, Lowe's, Bryden's Lawyers, BP, Tooheys and your local club.
Continuous Call team from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Peter Basoltis, Darryl Broman, Mark Riddell on the touchline. We'll have Josh Morris for special comments as well throughout the game. He's made his way down the touchline. Speaking of Mark Riddell, Mark, what's it like down there as anticipation builds for this upcoming clash?
Yeah, it's outstanding, Salty. You know, the Cronulla Sharks fans, they're all in position. The Penrith Panthers fans as well. We can see right around the stadium that all the fans are here for this main one, the last game of the night. Penrith Panthers taking on the Cronulla Sharks in a great atmosphere. Cannot wait.
Yeah, you can just feel as we said, the anticipation right around the stadium. It is going to be absolutely terrific. We're not all that far away from the start of this match, so we better get into the players who are going to deliver, thanks to Maccas. What did you want to say? Something, Darryl?
Yeah, I haven't got a text from this bloke before, but Steve Morris just texted me.
Oh, yes.
And said that Brett ran 12-13 as a 12-year-old. Is that... Can you confirm or deny that?
Good story, Darryl.
Did you have him covered?
Yeah, always. Always.
What are we doing now, champion?
Your tips for Maccas. Who's going to deliver? Player to watch, first try scorer, and your tip.
Like the previous game, I've seriously got no idea. I'm going to tip the Sharks purely and simply because I do think it's their best chance of getting the Panthers for a while. Their record in the opening stages of the season is quite poor, and their record against the Panthers is quite poor, but I'm willing to not worry about that, and I'm going to tip the Sharks. The player I want to watch, well, clearly I want to watch Adam Fanua-Blake. I mean, this is his debut in the big league for the Sharks, and he needs to lead the way. But there is another player I want to watch. I want to put two in here. I want to watch Nico Hines, who had quite I would say, an average finish to the season last year. He needs to regain his confidence. I'm sure he's done that. He's a wonderful player. So I'm going to change my mind here. The player I want to watch is Nico Hines.
You can have two. That's okay.
Okay, well, we're going to watch both of them.
You can have two. Josh?
Yeah, I've tipped the Penrith Panthers tonight. I think that they'll show that they can just pick up where they left off. My player to watch, I'm going to go Isaiah Yeo. I just think he's the best forward in the game, and he's going to really direct this side along with Nathan Cleary. And then I've got my first try scorer as Casey McLean on the wing for the Panthers.
All right, down to you, Piggy.
Yeah, I'm tipping the Penrith Panthers, boys. I think they can get the job done in a tight one. Player to watch, Liam Martin. I love watching Liam Martin play. The way he plays the game, so physical always. First try scorer, I'm going to go with Nathan Cleary to get the first one tonight.
Well, the Sharkies are in the tunnel. They're making their way out on the stadium. A lot of their fans down the southern end of the ground. That's where they've congregated. But there's Sharks jerseys everywhere as Cameron McInnes leads out the Sharks onto Allegiant Stadium. They are the first team out there to the roar of the crowd. A game that not only the fans of these two teams looking forward to, but I think neutrals are as well. Two teams that play a great style of football, magnificent packs of forwards, some terrific outside backs, and a couple of the best playmakers in the game as well. So the Sharks are out, and we're just waiting on the Panthers. A new look Panthers, losing a couple of key players again, as I know the boys have spoken about throughout the afternoon. Jerome Luai at the West Tigers, James Fisher-Harris now at the New Zealand Warriors. We saw him in action earlier tonight. But they have made a couple of very handy acquisitions, as the guys just mentioned. And Isaiah Papali'i is playing today. We talk about their depth that's being tested. You know, a player like Blaze Talangi isn't in their 17 for tonight's game. Yeah, that's a bit surprising, isn't it? Given the fact it's probably their number one purchase in the off-season to replace Luai, but Jack Cole's been given the opportunity. He's played a few first-grade games, hasn't played a lot, but he's got a great opportunity here tonight. He'd be so excited running out here in Los. I'm tipping we're about to hear Darryl Hell's bells break out over Allegiant Stadium. That can only mean one thing. The four-time defending premiers, the Penrith Panthers, running out onto Allegiant Stadium to the roar of the crowd. They get a terrific reception. There it is. Yep. Heard the bells now. Angus Young's guitar echoing around Allegiant Stadium. And the Panthers, what a jersey they've got. It's all black and all of the writing on it is gold. That's a good jersey, J-Moss.
It looks a little bit like the Vegas Knights hockey jersey as well. They've got the black and the gold. I really like that. I've seen plenty of them around today, and they definitely caught my eye straight off the bat. So, they look really sharp, and that man looks very sharp. And if he has an injury-free year, I think he wins the Dahlia medal by a mile. That man being Nathan Cleary.
Big call.
It's a bold prediction.
Bold prediction. All right, we're ready for action. The countdown is happening at the stadium. Penrith to kick off. Cronulla with first use of the football. Enjoy the next 80 minutes. It's the Panthers against the Sharks as the Panthers begin their quest for 5 premierships in a row. Sharks looking for their first premiership since 2016. In 2025, both of these teams have lofty ambitions. And here's Cronulla Blake, who is driven back. He's given a risky offload away. It's been cleaned up there by Nickera. That was risky, and now they're still inside their own 10. McInnes plays it on his own 10-metre line. Cronulla Blake says, give it to me, I'll keep going, and he's up over the 20.
Where you are, go.
Here's a kick from inside the 20 on the last. Well, what about that? The offload got them on the back foot. And not a bad kick in the end, and Edwards has tackled 8 short of the halfway line.
Well, to his credit, though, Cronulla Blake had the hit up 2 after the one where he threw the poor pass, and he needed to. He tried to redeem himself there, but he did make some metres there, but it was an average first set from the Sharkies.
Penrith with good field position early. 6 metres into the territory of the Sharks. Yo to Cleary, drifts across field, looking for a run-up. And he finds it. It was in the shape of Tungle. Yo, no pass for him this time. He had Smith on his outside, takes the tackle, 30 away. Here's the last. Cleary hoists it high. They're coming through, and it's a good take. Out wide by Mulatalo. 5 metres away from his own line. 0-0. After 2 minutes of play on the Tui's clock. Scoreboard thanks to Lowe's.
Yeah, and they've been under pressure the whole time here, the Sharks. I know it's early days. That'll help. Penalty for them. I think it's Lindsay Smith he's penalised, or it might be one of the other guys. But I think it's Lindsay Smith penalised for being just jumping the gun a little bit here, and they needed that, the Sharks. I know we're only 2 minutes into the game, but they've spent the whole 2 minutes down in their territory here. So what are they calling that, a shoulder charge? Maybe it's a shoulder charge from Tungo. Not sure.
Oh, Darryl, they haven't found touch. They went for a lot of yardage, a heap of territory. Edwards has got it. He passes in traffic. They're up over the halfway line through McLean, and now Penrith, they're looking very dangerous back inside. No,
he's down. He's gone. He's copped his head has copped the shin of Will Kennedy when he's got up to play the ball. He has wobbled, and you would think that he would play no further part in the match if they are going off that.
Oh no, he got to his feet and he's staggering. No, this.
Let's have a look at the knock here. Here he is. He goes into the tackle. Will Kennedy's there, and he hits his. I think he hits his head on his knee, as you said there, James. As he was going down to the ground, and he's wobbled when he's tried to get up. I mean, that is an indication that he probably shouldn't partake in this game anymore.
Well, they've got Dane Laurie on the bench, who's about to come on. He'll come straight off.
How disappointing is that for that young bloke? I think. Did he score a treble for New Zealand in the off-season or something? 4, did he?
Yep.
I mean, what a great young talent he is. But that, all the way over here, he's had his first hit out, first run, and it looks to me as though he's, maybe he's not out of the game, but I think he probably will be.
Oh, you'd have to suggest that's all the indicators for a Category 1. I think his night will be over. Down to you, sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, Soldy, I'm with you there. I think there are definitely signs there for a Category 1, and I don't think we'll see him. Here's another error from the Sharks.
Ashley Klein's pinged the Panthers for being offside, so it's a penalty. They were off and gone there, the Panthers, Biggie.
Yeah, they were, and now there's a bit of a scuffle between the two teams, but they needed that, the Sharkies. Geez, they haven't started well at all, but off the back of that now, they get a penalty. They'll be able to go on the attack here.
Jeez, it's a soft penalty, seriously. It was Jesse Ramey who just dropped it cold. And then he's been so lucky there, Jesse Ramian, to get away with that.
They find touch, and now they've got the ball here, the Sharks, 19 away from the Panthers line. Well, as you said, they're only in the third minute. It's been all the Panthers, but the Sharks with an opportunity to attack, and they do so through Nickera. He's tackled. 11 away from the line, 15 in from touch. Brayley to McInnes, and McInnes has stopped. 6 away from the line. Brayley goes to dummy half. Goes to the right. Trindle linking up with Hines. Hines held up the pass beautifully. What a ball from Hines. And Jesse Ramian will open the scoring for the Sharks. They lead 4-0 on the low scoreboard. Sublime skills from Nicho Hines.
Brilliant work from Nicho Hines there. That shows that he might be back, or he is back to the brilliant best that he's shown for the last few years. There was just a straight backline movement, but he got the ball. There was probably 2-on-2, but the centre, who I mentioned before, is not really a centre. Luke Garner got caught in no man's land. Jesse Ramian ran into a bit of space there, and Nicho Hines just delivered it deliciously to Jesse Ramian, who just ran into space. The winger has just come back come on the field, Dane Laurie, to replace Casey McLean. Couldn't do anything about it, and Jesse Ramian opens the score, and that was from a Sharks perspective, or I should say from a Panthers perspective, that was just a little bit too easy.
Yeah, you're right there, big man. I think having Gunner there, who's not traditionally that set, he just balked him a little bit, and that just turned him in enough to allow the space for Jesse Ramian to get through. And after that first touch he had where he dropped the ball, his second one, he comes up with a try.
An early 4-pointer for the Sharks against the run of play. Braden Trindle now looking to convert from 2 metres in from touch. It's not a bad strike, but it's waved away. No goal. 4-0. The Sharks lead the Panthers on the low scoreboard after 5 minutes. That's the Tui's clock, and you're listening to the continuous call team.
Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, boys, I don't think that'll be the last time that they go down that left edge for the Penrith Panthers. You boys mentioned the 2 outside guys in Garner and Dane Laurie, who's onto the field for McLean. You've also got young Jack Cole, who's defending on that side of the field as well. So a pretty inexperienced left edge tonight for the Panthers.
Play getting back underway. Kafusi hit hard as he takes the hit up from the kickoff. He's tackled 11 away from his own line. Sam Stonestreet, regular try scorer as well, Stonestreet, in a number of his appearances in 2024. Now they're just inside their own 20 after a run from Brayley. And there's a strong tackle on Wilton. He's tackled on his own 30. Fanua Blake gets the legs pumping, and he's stopped on the last. 8 short of the halfway line. Brayley goes to dummy half. They go to the left. Trindle kicking downfield. Edwards takes it on his own 10-metre line. Skips up over the 20. He'll look to link up here on his outside. They've got numbers. There reaches Garner. And Garner's going to be corralled, and he'll be put down there by Nickera, was there along with Stonestreet, just outside his own 30. Now it's with Alamotti, and Alamotti stopped by Fanua Blake, 10 short of the halfway line, just off centre field, 6 gone, 4-0. Sharks leading the Panthers on the low scoreboard. They're right in the centre of Allegiant Stadium, the Panthers, now going into Sharks territory. A terrific start to this contest. Yo going to Cleary. A couple of players just overrun him. Sorensen would have been an obstruction, so he just succumbed to the tackle. Now Cole kicking on the last. On the Sharks 30, it's going to drop around the 10-metre line. Mulatalo looked to attack the ball. He missed it, and I'm pretty sure it's end up here just cleanly with Kennedy. Trindle it was. And now Penrith lying all over Trindle, and they've given away another penalty.
Yeah, they're blowing up too. Moses Leota and also Isaiah Yeo are blowing up here. They're going to challenge this. Let's hear what the challenge is about.
Penrith disputing the decision of the penalty there. They believe, though, there was an offside. I believe he's gone past the point when he dived on the ball.
Yeah, he's saying there was offside from the Sharks. I actually thought that the player who went up for it...
Cleared Penrith kick chasers on the side.
Mulatalo didn't even look at it originally. I don't think he even touched it.
There's no touch from the Penrith player.
Yeah, he did touch it.
It touched the leg of Braden Trindle.
Yeah.
It touches Teague, yeah? Touches Teague.
And Trindle's in front
The
of him.
ball touches Ronaldo's left foot.
And then forward into Trindle.
And then accidentally touches Teague. The captain's challenge is successful.
So keyword there is accidentally, so it won't be a penalty. This will be a scrum feed to the Panthers. About 10 out from the Sharks line.
Well, Mulatalo lined it up, and he looked as though originally he wasn't even looking, and then he put his head up and had a look for it, and he jumped in the air, but he didn't have a crack at the ball, really. He just sort of hoped for the best, and the ball hit him, I think, on the foot. Then it went into Teague Wilton, and it was Trindle who dived on it, so this is the correct decision. That's a good, captain's challenge from the Panthers there.
They feed the scrum and win it. It's with Tangor, who's often hard to stop, but Trindle did well down low. Iro over the top, 5 away from the line. Panthers back on the front foot. Cole at first receiver. Goes here to Leota. And Moses Leota tackled 10 away, centre field. They go to the left. It's with Yo. He turns one in here to Smith. And Lindsay Smith, the Kangaroo will play it 5 away. Kenny he's a set restart. Can't afford to give them away against the Panthers. As Tungor plays it, 10 away from the line. It's with Leota. And then on an angled run. Didn't pick up any yardage. He's tackled 20 in from touch on the right-hand side of the field. Running hard onto it is Martin. And the long-haired Liam Martin will get up 2 metres away from the line. Smith. Half a hole, but it was shut quickly by Nickera. Boy, they're trying to get through this quickly, and they've caught another 6 again here. As it goes here to Cole. And Cole's wrapped up. Standing out in the centres there. Cole, he'll play it. Cleary. And a settling run here from Smith. Oh, no, it's not a settler because he popped a offload in traffic and the Sharks have dived on it. Relief there for Cronulla. They did really well to hold on.
They did. That was a really average set there from Penrith. I'll tell you who's leading the way for Penrith is Liam Martin. Defensively, he's been trying to bash the Sharks, whereas a lot of the other boys aren't going in as strongly as Liam Martin. He's running the ball strongly, but I thought they had about 9 tackles in that set there, Penrith. It was a really average effort from them.
4-0 Cronulla leading Penrith. That's on the low scoreboard. We've had 8.5 minutes of play on the Tui's clock as Kennedy wrapped up on his own 30 and, well, he's in there again. Liam Martin. Nathan Cleary called the other defenders off the tackle as well then and went for a 1-on-1 steal, but Kennedy hung on to it. Here's a kick on the last. And Edwards takes it 25 away from his own line and gets to within 10 of the halfway line before he's wrapped up by Fanua, Blake and Brayley. Now they're on the halfway line through Alamotti. He plays it. Laurie on the field after Casey McLean was knocked out in the opening exchanges of the contest. They've got another terrific opportunity here, the Penrith Panthers. Most of the game, apart from the Sharks' try, has been played down at Cronulla's end of the field. Yo with some footwork and picks up 15 metres, and he's tackled 25 away from the Sharks line. Cleary puts in a kick. It's going to land 8 away. Well, it doesn't land because Mulatalo attacked it, and he'll be stopped now on his own 10-metre line where he'll get up and play it. Let's go sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, at the moment, the Sharkies just holding on. The Penrith Panthers not throwing a lot at the Cronulla Sharks, but defensively, there we go again. Liam Martin sprinting off the line, getting stuck into the Sharkies.
4-0, Sharks leading the way over the Panthers on the low scoreboard. Cronulla 29 away from their own line. Jesse Ramian driven back and some stinging defence. That time Leota and Kenny were there. McInnes, he's wrapped up. Again, backing up there was Kenny. Smith as well. Kicking from inside the 40 now is Trindle on the last. Alamotti takes it on the full, skips up over his 20 before wrapped up by Hero. Tungor. He stops. 15 short of the halfway line. Just off centre field. Edwards standing at first receiver. Through the hands they go. Garner. And he stops. 8 short of the halfway line. And they'll get a penalty. That was deep in the tackle count as well.
It's not what they needed there. The Sharks, for mine in the early stages here, the Sharks seem to be handling the Panthers reasonably easily here. I know it's only early stages and, think they're just warming into the game, both sides, but at the moment, the Sharks, for mine, are handling them quite easily.
10 metres into Cronulla territory. They start this set of 6 here. The Panthers can confirm that Casey McLean has been ruled out. No surprise there. We'll go down to Mark Riddell very soon, but I don't think there's any surprise. That was classed straight away as a Cat 1. But Penrith on the attack. Yo gets the Sharks 20 and almost skipped away from the tackle of Wilton, who hung on down around the bootlaces before the cavalry arrived. Kenny puts in a kick. Leota gets a ricochet. It was like a pinball machine. Kenny, a pass behind Jack Cole, who puts in a little kick. Well, it was a kick that he'd want back because the person who was there went straight to Nickera.
Well, that had a bit of luck, the first kick, but the second one was a pitiful attempt, to be honest with you. He just chipped it. It went maybe 3 metres in the air. It went straight to Nickera, and really they just dropped the ball there, Stone Street. They missed it. He's got a penalty here.
He saw Mitch Barnett's kick in the first game with Jack Cole.
Well, that was probably similar.
I've got to say, Penrith's discipline, we're not used to seeing this. They've given away a number of penalties and have just allowed Cronulla get out of their half quite easily, and we just saw 2 pretty poor kicks there, so some uncharacteristic stuff's coming out of the Panthers to start this game.
Sharks fine touch, 5 short of the halfway line. There's an offload on tackle 1. Brayley picks it up, gives it straight away to Hines, to McInnes, who's hit hard. Good solid tackle there from Sorensen. Terrific defender that he is as well. Is Fanua Blake up over the halfway line and gets to within 40 metres of the Panthers line. The Sharks doing things well despite being against it early as Trindle drifts across. Links up with Wilton, who's tackled 30 metres away from the line. Brayley to Kennedy, standing up at first receiver. Looks to McInnes, and McInnes is stopped 20 metres away from the Panthers line. Sorensen again there in that tackle. Now Nico Hines late on the first try. What does he do here? He goes inside to Kafusi, who stopped 10 away from the lines. Hines at first receiver. Kennedy with a kick in the in-goal area. Oh, boy. The ball just wouldn't go dead, and Sam Stonestreet nearly got there, but it just went dead the last second. That was a near thing. It was patient play, we'll call it, Darryl, from Dylan Edwards at the back.
Well, it was. He sort of waited and waited, and it could have ended up a try there, because I think Sam Stonestreet actually put like his hand in there and like a claw movement to try and pull it back into the field of play, and that would have been a bit of an embarrassment there for Dylan Edwards. But there's no doubt they're a little bit off their game, Penrith. The Sharks have come out to play. They're defending solidly, and Penrith are, for mine, still just, they look a little rusty to me.
4-0, Cronulla lead on the low scoreboard. We've had 14 minutes of play. Here's Cleary. Goes into the line and he's stopped. 10 metres in the Sharks' territory. Yo at first receiver. Straight run there from Yo. He'll play it on the last. What sort of kick will we see here from Cleary? Nathan Cleary puts it into the corner. Kennedy has it covered. That's a terrific take from Kennedy. In traffic, players were coming through, and he had eyes for the football, and he takes it and is tackled 10 metres away from his own line.
Yeah, he took it beautifully, didn't he? I think it was Liam Martin, the player, who was zeroing in on him. It's not that he was trying to tackle him, he was trying to catch the ball, Liam Martin, but Kennedy got up above him and caught it beautifully. Now the Sharks have got to try and work it out of their own territory here. There's a chance again. They've got an overlap on their left.
Yeah, they spread it away to Stonestreet, who's up over the halfway line. Edwards, you can't get around Dylan Edwards. Sam Stonestreet, they will play it to Nickera. Now Hines, backpedaling defenders, goes to Trindle. Trindle with an early kick. Here come the chasers. Hero wants a bounce. He's not going to get it. The Panthers are there to clean up through Tungle.
Yeah, he might have been better off passing then, I think, Trindle. I think he let everyone know what his intentions were, and the Panthers were aware of it. Was it Alamotti who cleaned it up? He got back there quite easily, Alamotti, without any great pressure from the Sharks. But once again, the Sharks found some gaps in the Panthers' defence, which is something You know, the Panthers pride themselves on their strong defence, but at the moment, neither their defence nor their attack looks all that great.
Big attempted hit there on Leota, and he hung onto the ball. He's tackled 10 short of halfway. Cleary kicks from outside the 40. Kennedy takes it. He might have... He's got up limping.
Yeah, I think he
has he done something here? He's a bit ginger. He got up and played the ball, which is a good sign for Sharks fans. Cronulla have got the ball 28 metres away from their own line. They lead 4-0 on the low scoreboard. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Just keeping an eye on Will Kennedy there, boys. As you said, Salty, he was limping in behind the ruck, but he's there now with the football. He looks okay.
Yes, good news. He tackled a metre short of the halfway line by Lindsay Smith. Now Hines with a short ball to Kaufusi. And Oregon Kaufusi's wrapped up on the last 10 metres into Penrith territory. Here's a kick from Trindle. Underneath it is Edwards. The chase is coming through. Dylan Edwards takes that one well.
What a player he is, Dylan Edwards. He in his early times at Panthers playing first grade, he used to have the odd mistake in him, but he's just now perfect. He's an outstanding player. I think he had a shoulder operation in the off-season, but you wouldn't know it. There's a few more changes happening here for the Panthers. I can see it's coming on here. I can't see that number, but there's definitely a replacement player on there. Might be Papali'i.
Yeah, it looks like Isaiah Papali'i has just come onto the field. He's replacing Moses Leota. And another error from the Panthers, though, coming out of their own ends.
It's actually Dylan Edwards who threw a bad pass there. This isn't Penrith. This is not like the Panthers. They're at the moment, they're under pressure and they know it. This isn't the smooth machine that we're used to seeing from the Panthers. That's a shocking pass from Dylan Edwards, who's an outstanding player. He gets up shaking his head. And that's not what he wants, because he's almost perfect, Dylan Edwards, but on that occasion he wasn't.
18 gone on the Tui's clock. Cronulla 4, Penrith 0. On the low scoreboard, Cronulla with a scrum feed. 30 metres away from the Panthers line. They take the midfield scrum. Nico Hines wrapped up there by Cole down low. Papali'i was in the tackle as well. Brayley goes here to Ramian. And Jesse Ramian, the first try scorer tonight. He's tackled 21 away from the Panthers line. What about the Sharks fans if they can go to an 8 or 10 points to nil lead by scoring here? Wilton, he stopped 20 away from the line. Now, Kaufusi's lost it. Solid contact, front on Oregon Kaufusi. He puts it down. Isaiah Yeo cleans it up, gives it straight away to Edwards. Edwards throws a risky pass. It's picked up on the bounce by Garner. They're looking disjointed, Darryl, in attack, the Panthers.
Edwards looks like he's been in Vegas for gambling. I mean, he's taken a lot of risks. He's thrown a few, dodgy passes. That one was another poor pass. They were lucky to get away with that one. He's a quality player, Dylan Edwards, but he's a little bit rattled at the moment.
He takes a run here for his team and is tackled a metre short of the halfway line. No, roll ball. Didn't play the ball properly.
Dylan Edwards.
Josh Morris is here with special comments. Josh, there hasn't been a happy 2 or 3 minutes for the classy fullback.
No, it hasn't, but we've been told that they're cracking down on that. And I think that might even be the first one I've seen all day. I don't think I can remember any of the other games where it's happened. So he's not having a good couple of minutes here, but we know the type of player Dylan Edwards is. He'll bounce back from that one very quickly.
So the Sharks start this set of 6 on the Panthers' 40-metre line. Fanua Blake tackled there by Smith and Yeo. Sorensen in the tackle also. Brayley goes to dummy half. They're 31 away from the Panthers' line. Sharks are building again. There's Iro. Stop. 25 away. Now Fanua Blake. Hines, lovely pass. Nickera behind Stone Street, and it goes into touch. It was a good build-up, but
Yeah.
The play breaks down. Cronulla 4, lead Penrith 0, low scoreboard.
Yeah, this game hasn't reached any great heights here, Salty. Both sides struggling to get points on the board. Clearly, Penrith have got 0 and the Sharks have got 4 so far. But both sides have had opportunities, but have come up short when it's crunch time to sort of ice the cake. They haven't been able to do it.
Edwards throws a dummy, and he's stopped though. A metre short of the halfway line. Cleary in the Sharks territory. He's tackled by Trindle and Wilton and Brayley. He'll play it just off centre field. Yo. Short ball there, well read though by Nickera to Smith, and he'll play it on the last. Goes to Cleary, who puts up a kick. Mulatalo attacked it. Now, has he knocked that on into another teammate? Well, they're going to rule the knock on here. Mulatalo dropping the ball, so it'll be a Penrith scrum feed. So here's an opportunity for the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't even know if he hit that as well as he would have liked there, Nathan Cleary. But in the end, Mulatalo's desperate to get in there and try and catch the ball on the full. This would have been a phenomenal catch had he taken it. But he's gone up there. Him and Liam Martin were competing for the ball, and I think it was Mulatalo who knocked it on. I think he got it right there, Ashley Klein.
Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Well, here's an opportunity for the Panthers, isn't it? We probably haven't been that impressed with the attack that we've seen so far tonight. They get a great opportunity here.
They certainly do. They feed the scrum and win it. Tungle goes to Edwards. Edwards dances with the defence, touch footy style, then drifts across field. Links up with Yo, and Yo's tackled 18 metres away from the Sharks line. He'll play the ball to Kenny. Kenny, short ball to Sorensen. Sorensen's wrapped up, 9 away. Kenny to dummy half. Yo, Smith running hard onto the football, and he's tackled 7 away from the line. Kenny, they go to the right. Cleary to Edwards, and Tungle on an angled run, hit solidly by McInnes. That was a good tackle. Now Brayley, flat pass, Smith reaches out. Did he get the ball down? I tell you what, he did it the first time. If it was stripped, Nathan Cleary scored a try. I think this is a try for Cleary.
I think it's hard to say, because as he was about to slam the ball down, the defender came across and I think it hit his arm. To me, that constitutes a knock on. Now, I don't think he knocked the ball out. I think he knocks his arm here.
As Lindsay Smith attempts to ground the ball, he knocks the ball on over the goal line. Decision made.
Yeah, I think he's gone a bit early there. I think needed to have a look at there. He's saying it's a loose carry, which at first I thought it was. Then when I saw it the second time, I thought the ball could well have been knocked out by one of the Sharks players.
Josh, do you think that needed greater examination?
I think it did. I think he certainly played at the ball to try and knock it out of his hands. In the act of scoring, you are allowed to do that. I think he's hit all ball there, and that's come out. And Cleary's then gone on and jumped on the ball. I think they could have been hard done by there, the Panthers.
Well, what say you, Mark Riddell, sideline?
I'm with Josh Morris. I think it was knocked out. I thought it was play on, and Cleary scored the try.
Well, I've got to say, calling it live, boys, I thought, hang on, this has just been punched out with Cleary scoring. That's going to be a big talking point, I think, and how quickly the bunker has come up with the call as well. But it's play on here for the Sharks. They've got the ball through Ramian, who's tackled 15 away from the halfway line. 4-0 it remains. Cronulla leading Penrith on the low scoreboard. And Tommy's out there, Tom Hazelton. He's tackled 20 in from touch, 10 inside his own half. As Fanua Blake gets the legs pumping into Panthers territory.
He does make some metres, Fanua Blake.
Brayley to Trindle. He's tackled 11 metres in the Panthers territory. On the last, Trindle plays it. Hines kicks. He's kicking for Mulatalo. And Edwards, as safe as anything under the high ball, takes it. And then he's tackled there by Hero and Wilton. 16 minutes left in the first half on the Tooheys clock as Laurie is wrapped up. 4-0. Sharks lead Penrith. That's on the low scoreboard. Garner playing it on his own 20. All the backs getting involved in this Set of 6 out of their own line. Tungwell plays it. Now Cleary looking for a 40-20. Looking for a 40-20. He's got it, has he? No, what a play from Kennedy. It was destined to be a 40-20. Kennedy has flown through the air, batted it back in the field of play, got his skates on, cleaned it up. What a play from the Sharks, number one.
He must have had a look at where the Panthers players were, because he had a bit of work to do after he jumped. He jumped from the field of play, must have jumped a metre or so in the air, tapped it back into the field of play, and then he got back there before any of the Panthers players could retrieve the ball. That is a brilliant play from Will Kennedy.
Oh, quality stuff from Kennedy. It was a certain 40-20. Sharks on the last. Kicking from 15 metres inside their own half is Trindle, who kicks it straight down the throat of Edwards. Edwards throws it past to Laurie. Laurie out wide to Garner, who's up over the halfway line, and he's stopped 15 metres in the Sharks territory. The game's really starting to bubble now.
It's warming up, isn't it? The Panthers are finding their mojo here, and the Sharks at the moment are desperate to hang on. No doubt the Panthers are on top here. I'll tell you who's played well in this game is their big front row, Lindsay Smith. Jeez, he's been involved in everything.
He's an international now as Edwards plays it 15 away from the line. Now Cleary drifting across, showing the ball out in front, finds his man in Martin, and Martin has stopped 10 away from the line. Cleary. Hazelton comes across and makes a tackle from behind on Cleary. Yo on the last will run it and get there and scores. Isaiah Yo says, give me the ball. We're not going to worry about kicking. We're not going to worry about spreading it out wide. I'm just going to go and score right underneath the post. Isaiah Yo puts Penrith on the board for season 2025. We're all locked up 4-4 on the low scoreboard. Kick to come, Darryl, for the Panthers.
What a player he is, Isaiah Yo. And you know what, the Harvey Norman replay says, that's just a bloke who wants to get to the line. Does a little step off his left foot, beats Vanilla Blake, gets through his tackle, over the top. Tommy Hazelton came across. When he saw there was a gap there, it was the last tackle. I think the Sharks were probably on their back foot, thinking they were going to put a kick through. But it went to Isaiah Yo. He saw a space, got inside the two front rowers, in between the two front rowers, slams it down with his left hand, right under the sticks. What a try that is.
That was good stuff from Isaiah Yo, Josh.
And that's why he's one of the best locks in the game, because he does have that vision. He saw that Adam Fanua-Blake was wide at the A position and that Tom Hazelton was short at marker, and he managed to just take Adam Fanua-Blake on the outside a little bit, which allowed the room for him to cut back in. The skipper, he gets his side on the board, and he's been one of their best for the first 30 minutes.
They're about to hit the front. Nathan Cleary to open his account for season 2025, a season where he goes into the year 34 points off breaking the Panthers' all-time point scoring record. He converts. They lead 6-4 on the low scoreboard. We've had 27 and a half minutes of play thanks to Tui's, and now we go sideline to Mark Riddell.
Well, that's what they can do, can't they, the Penrith Panthers? They hang in there, probably not playing their best football, but they find a way to get back into it there. Isaiah Yo with a beautiful try under the post. Boys, just a couple of changes as well. Talakai and Hamlin Welly on for the Sharkies. McInnes and Adam Fanua-Blake, the man that missed that tackle, they've both come off the field.
6-4, the Panthers in front. Cronulla restarts play. This is a very, very deep kickoff. They put it out on the full. They've put it out on the full. Edwards, he caught it. He just made sure he had his foot dead. That is a big error.
Well, Blake Brayley obviously didn't get the memo that they're playing on an NFL stadium here. He's kicked that, and it's gone probably on a normal rugby league field. It's probably gone okay, but in an NFL field, it's probably gone 2 metres too far. I'm Darryl Broman.
Well done, Darryl.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thanks a lot.
Cleary finds touch. Penrith, how many times have they done this? Been under the pump, they score a try, then they get another one in quick succession, and sometimes it can be 3 or 4 in a row. As Sorensen plays it, Cole at first receiver. Straight run here from Smith. Smith with an offload in traffic. Cole He takes the line on. Good tackle, Hines and Nickera. 20 metres away from the Sharks line go the Panthers. They're starting to warm to the task as Smith. He's tackled now by Hazelton. Hines is there. Now Kenny to Yo. Cleary with an early kick over the top. That's special. What a player. What a kick. What a try to the Penrith Panthers. Isaac Tungle following through. He puts his name on the score sheet, and the Panthers do go back-to-back. They lead 10-4 with a kick to come on the low scoreboard.
Well, Salty, if you were going to say, name two players in the Penrith side that could dig them out of the poop they were in at that stage, the two of them would probably be Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary. Now, Isaiah Yeo scored a great individual try. On this occasion, Cleary gets it. He has a look. His timing and the weight of that kick is just superb. Tungo flies through, catches it probably a metre off the ground and just dives over and scores. It's a brilliant try, and in the space of a couple of minutes, they have really put the Sharks down under extreme pressure. You'd like to think you'll kick this goal. They're going to be down by 8 here, the Sharks.
Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Well, boys, it's only been a couple of errors, hasn't it, really? The Fanua-Blake mixed tackle one-on-one with Isaiah Yeo, and then the kick out on the full from Blake Brayley. And the Panthers have been able to make them pay with 2 tries, take the lead, and they look a lot more comfortable now, but that man Cleary coming up with the huge play again for his team.
What a kick. Well rehearsed. Cleary, he does convert. So it's 12 points to 4. Penrith in front of Cronulla. That's on the low scoreboard. We've got 9.5 minutes left in this first half. I think everyone's got to stop focusing on the players that have left, Daryl, and just look. Yo's there, Edwards is there, and most importantly, Cleary's there, and I'll throw Liam Martin in there as well.
Yeah, maybe we do, but I mean, it is something that's open to discussion. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But early on, you were worried about them. In the last 5 minutes, they managed to score 2 converted tries, and just do it on the back of the class of 2 outstanding players. Cleary is a superstar, and it's only been injuries that have held his career back. Not that it's held him back much, but probably stopped him from playing more rep football than what he has.
They're 15 away from their own line now. Smith. Strong charge from him before he's brought down by Nickera. He had a bit of help there, did Nickera, on his own 30. Good shot there on Papali'i by Hazelton. Now Yo. Gets to within 6 metres of the halfway line. Plays the ball back to Kenny. It's the last. Cleary goes down to Kennedy, who takes it 9 metres away from his own line. Looked to just take a normal run up the middle, but then angled back to the left. There was no way through. Liam Martin read that run well.
Well, Salty, now it's the Sharks that appear to be really under the pump here, and they are. They're down by 8 points, 12 points to 4 here on the low scoreboard. But at the moment, the Sharks, a couple of them still aren't even on side.
Ramian with a good run, and boy, didn't they need it before he's tackled by Kenny. Hines into the line. Wrapped up there by a number of defenders, including Papali'i. Last play, Trindle kicks from the halfway line, straight down to Dylan Edwards, perfectly positioned once again. Runs beyond the 20 before driven back in a nice tackle there by Talakai, one of the fresh men on the field. Laurie, he goes on a run. Tackled by Hazelton. Plays the ball back to Kenny. Now Alamotti playing it 10 short of the halfway line. Penrith go into Sharks territory. 2 tackles left in this set. Cleary has runners. Finds Edwards back through the middle. Looking for a way through the Sharks defence. There was no way through though. They wrap him up on the last. Kenny Goes to Cleary, and he kicks from the Sharks 30. It was a bit of a miss kick. It's been knocked back here by Elamotti, who goes to Tungor. Tungor, still the last tackle, puts in a grubber kick. Kennedy cleans up, gets away from Tungor, gets away from Cleary, and is tripped up on his own 30.
Well, we're talking before about Dylan Edwards having a dodgy 5 minutes, which he did have, but geez, his last 10 has been good. He's a quality player. That was a missed kick from Cleary. I thought the previous one was too. I don't think it came off his boot as well as he would have liked it. In the end, the Panthers just let it bounce and they went nowhere then. So this is a really vital stage of the game here for the Sharkies. There's, 6.5 minutes to go until half-time here. The Sharkies, I think they need some points before half-time.
They're inside Penrith territory. It's with Hines. He's looking for a runner. Finds it in Nickera. And Nickera, he's hard to handle. Gets an offload away. It hit a Penrith player. Yes, and Ashley Klein has seen it. So 6 more tackles here for the Sharks. They're on the Panthers 20. Playing the ball is Wilton. Wilton goes to Trindle. Trindle finds Talakai. And Talakai is tackled by a number of Panthers. Kenny's there. Yo's there as well. And set restart here too for the Sharks as Hines into the line. Tackle there by Papali'i. It's a penalty. Penalty Sharks.
I think they've got to take the tap. Yeah, they have. The hooker's got the ball, so they're going to take the tap here. I think they've got to be positive against the Penrith outfit.
They do tap and go. Hamlin Yoeli. Yo's in there.
How many times have you done that here? Tap and go.
It's another set restart. Ramian. He'll play the ball 5 away from the line. Braley to Hazelton. Tommy looking for another 4-pointer. And he's held up. He'll bring it back out to the 10. Now Hazelton will play the ball. Hines. Straight and hard here from Talakai. See for Talakai. Edwards helps wrap him up. Number of forwards in there as well. Trindle with a grubber kick. Nickera wants to bounce. Nickera's going to score. Braden Trindle lays on a try for his back rower, and the Sharks hit back. It's Penrith 12, Cronulla 8. Kick to come for the Sharkies.
Oh, the Harvey Norman replays there shows it's all those 2 boys you just mentioned. Braden Trindle, who has really developed as a player in the last 12 months. He got the ball, he had a look. There was no one behind the line here for the Panthers, which is highly unusual. He's just dabbed the ball through. Had Nickera not been there to score, I think Trindle would have scored himself. But the kick was beautifully weighted. They tried to stop Nickera, Trindle I should say, but Nickera was just on his shoulder, followed him through. And seriously, had Nickera not been there, I've got no doubt Trindle scored the try. They were the 2 players within cooey of the ball were both Sharkies, and Britton Nickera scored 3 or 4 minutes before half-time, which puts the Sharks right back in this game.
It was an important one for the Sharkies, Damos.
Oh, very important. And just before half-time to get them right back into the contest. And it was a great eyes-up footy there from Braden Trindle. Noticed that Dylan Edwards wasn't behind the line and took it to that left edge of the Panthers, which we said is inexperienced, puts a kick through, and Nickera is there to score.
This kick from 10 metres in from touch, and Braden Trindle to make it a 2-point ball game. Moves in, hits it with his right boot, and he's guided it through. Penrith 12, Cronulla 10. That's on the low scoreboard. Let's take your sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, it's a huge one for the Sharks, isn't it? It just felt down here like the Penrith Panthers were really on top and dominating things. But off the back of those 6 to goes, there was a few back-to-back there. The mounting pressure there from the Sharkies, able to crack. That was really smart. As Jamon said, identified the fullback in the line, Edwards. He was back in the middle of the field, puts it in behind the line, and Nickera is there to score.
I think they do have to continue to go to their right with the Sharks, because it is a very inexperienced Panthers set of players. Oh, no.
They've knocked the ball on. Nico Hines has put the ball down from the kickoff.
Look at them, they're all getting around Nico. I think they all know that he's, maybe susceptible to having if he makes a mistake, he might make 2.
So it was in the in-goal area, and it'll be a dropout. Kenny Rogers playing at the stadium. Darryl,
yeah,
he should have been at Old Red the other night.
Is it good, Old Red?
Old Red goes good.
I might get there one night if I can, but it won't be tonight.
You're here for another 4 weeks. They go short here, the Sharks, and it's batted back when it looked like it was going to go dead. And what's the ruling here? Knock on Penrith. Knock on Penrith after it was batted in backwards by the Sharks. A knock on from the Panthers. Scrum feed coming from Cronulla. And that big sigh of relief you can probably hear all the way back home in Australia is from Nico Hines.
Geez, he did a great job there, the Wigan Mulatalo. I mean, he can do some brilliant things, Mulatalo. On that occasion, I reckon he was 2 metres over the touchline there when he jumped in the air, batted it back. It's probably a dangerous ploy, but in the end it's worked for the Sharkies here. They get the feed.
They do feed the scrum and win it. Inside their own 20-metre zone, the Sharks were inside the last 2 minutes of the first half. Penrith 12, Cronulla 10 on the low scoreboard. You're listening to the continuous call team, thanks to Maccas. And playing the ball is Stone Street. Now Talakai.
He's made a difference since he's come on, Talakai. He's gone up the middle, giving them a little bit of oomph in the middle of the ruck.
There's a big nod there from fellow expert commentator Josh Morris. He's had some good involvements since coming on Sifa Talakai.
Yeah, yes, he's been great, and I think Hamlin Ueli's been good as well. They've really supported Adam Fanua-Blake, and they've come on and been able to get them on the advantage line a couple of times. So it's a great start to their season.
Hazelton plays it on the halfway line. It's the last tackle, so Trindle goes to the air. It's floating, and Edwards didn't get near it. He's knocked it back, and Penrith have been able to clean up. We're inside the last minute of this first half, which has been tough and intense, and the quality in the last 20 minutes has been tremendous. Laurie, he's stopped 5 short of the halfway line. Cleary to Edwards. Edwards with an offload to Martin. Martin goes into Cronulla territory. 2-point field goal coming up, perhaps. Here's a angled run. Last play. Where's Cleary standing? He's going to go for a 2-point field goal. He's hit it pretty well, but the radar is wide. He wanted it. You could tell he was starting to line up for it, but he misses.
He had no problem with the distance. It landed over the dead ball line on the full, so he hit it pretty well, distance-wise, but just didn't have the direction he required. Geez, he wasn't far off, though.
No, it wasn't far off at all. Siren sounds for half-time. 2-point ball game at the break. Terrific contest we've got for you. 2 tries apiece. The Panthers 12 leading the Sharks 10. Cronulla led 4-0. And Penrith hit back with 2 tries. An important try to Nicorette just before the break, getting the Sharks right back into the contest. The boys will analyse the first half action in just a moment. You're listening to the continuous call team. A 2-point ball game at half-time in this eagerly anticipated clash between Penrith and the Sharks. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Macca's new McSmart meal. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, and your choice of side for just $6.95. Perfect for cheeseburger buffs, nugget enthusiasts, Sunday stands, or chicken and cheese fiends. Available every day from 10:30am to midnight at participating restaurants. Excludes McDelivery.
Hello. Frank Walker from National Tiles. The famous National Tiles Spend and Save is on now. Spend $4,000 and we'll only charge you $2,750. Spend $2,000 and we'll only charge you $1,450. Or spend $1,000 and we'll only charge you $750. Yes, the more you spend, the more you save at the National Tiles famous Spend and Save. But you'll have to be quick. So rush into a National Tiles store near you or go online at nationaltiles.com.au now and save.
How do you feel? From the start to the crew to the band and you, the song remains the same. How do you feel when the last note plays and you hear its final call? How do you feel? How do you feel? I feel like a Tooheys. Feel like a Tooheys. I feel like a Tooheys.
Tooheys and June Rats, making pubs rock again.
The Australian Government's Future Made in Australia plan will create a stronger economy by making more things across our country. will make more of Australia's natural advantages and turn critical minerals into cleaner energy. We're investing in you to learn new skills and in manufacturing and technology to create well-paid jobs and a more secure future for everyone. That's a future made in Australia. To find out more about the plan, search Future Made in Australia. Authorised by the Australian Government, Canberra.
Go on a Macca's run, pick up the mouth-watering new spicy chicken McWrap and get all fired up for another week at work. But not too fired up. That would be unprofessional. Available 10:30am to midnight.
The continuous cold team. Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
Trindle linking up with Hines. Hines held up the pass beautifully. What a ball from Hines. And Jesse Ramian will open the scoring for the Sharks. They lead 4-0 on the low scoreboard. Hazelton comes across and makes a tackle from behind on Cleary. Yo on the last will run it and get there and scores. Isaiah Yo says, give me the ball. We're not going to worry about kicking. We're not going to worry about spreading it out wide. I'm just going to go and score right underneath the post. Kenny to Yo. Cleary with an early kick over the top. That's special. What a player. What a kick. What a try to the Penrith Panthers. Trindle with a rubber kick. Nickera wants to bounce. Nickera's going to score. Braden Trindle lays on a try for his back rower. And the Sharks hit back. Half time. The Panthers 12 leading the Sharks 10.
Across Australia, this is the continuous cold team.
Yeah, 2-point ball game at half time. Penrith leading Cronulla 12 points to 10. And it's fair to say, Daryl, as I bring you in and Josh Morris and Mark Riddell down on the sideline, it's fair to say that they're pretty disjointed early, the Panthers.
Oh, no doubt about that. They were disjointed. It was probably on the back of Dylan Edwards making a few mistakes. Like, Dylan Edwards is a no-mistake player these days. And, you know, I think that may have just sort of unsettled them a little bit. And they lost their way for probably about 10 minutes, the Panthers. And the Sharks took advantage of that, scoring the first try to Jesse Ramian. That was pretty simple. And they scored their try on the Panthers' left side defensively. Now, I'm not sure what they'll do, but if I'm them, I'm running the ball to our right. Yeah, I think they've got to take them on there. I think Penrith got back into the game and looked composed there, but that was really in about a 5-minute period where they scored their 2 tries. Other than that, there's not much in this game.
Yeah, you're right now. And they were a bit rattled to start the match as well. We saw young Casey McLean cop that HIA, and then that kind of had the reshuffle to their back line. A couple of uncharacteristic errors, like you said, but then they had poor discipline. They let the Cronulla Sharks up into their end, and they scored a pretty easy try going at that inexperienced left edge of the Panthers. It was the 2 co-captains that dragged Penrith back into the contest. Isaiah Yo just took them on himself, just said, righty, I'm going to run straight over the top of you. Got the try under the post, and then off that kickoff, the Sharks went over the dead ball line on the full, and then they went and scored back-to-back tries, which is what this Penrith side can do when they click into gear. That Sharks try just before half-time got them right back into this contest. I just think whoever holds onto the ball, controls the possession in this second half, gets some fatigue into the other side, they can run away with it. I think it's still going to be a close game, though.
I think if Penrith control the ball for long enough periods, they'll probably overrun the Sharks, because the Sharks, to me, are disjointed as well. You know, I think the 5'8's having a game. Braden Trindle, he's doing a really good job for them. His kicking game's been pretty good. He put a beautiful kick in for the try for Nickera. And I think his passing in general has been pretty good. Look, it's only 12 points to 10 here, and it's anyone's game, no doubt about that. But you just think the professionalism of the Panthers and the way they just grind you into the ground, that they'll probably just eventually get on top and probably get away with the game. But no doubt the Sharks could win.
Let's get the thoughts of Mark Riddell sideline. Picky, what's your feeling as we look ahead to the second half about which way this run will go?
Oh, look, first of all, I think the Penrith Panthers need to fix their real discipline. I think some of the boys upstairs mentioned that during the call, Saldy. Just some ill discipline there was piggybacking the Cronulla Sharks down the other end of the field. There was a fair few 6-to-goes as well. And then off the back of that, they were able to get that try through Nickera. So if they can fix that, I tend to agree with you boys that, you got to back Penrith. You know that they just hang in there and wait for their one opportunity. And they did that in the first half. They weren't playing that well. They didn't look that good with the football down in that good ball zone, but they hung in there. And then, as J-Moz said, the two guys, Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary, they come up with big plays for their team to keep them in it. So, look, I don't write off the Sharkies, but it's going to be a big second half for them if they're to win this one.
Yeah, I think there we saw a couple of uncharacteristic kicks as well. Nathan Cleary had a couple, Jack Cole had a couple, and once they started getting their kicking game right, then they were able to pin the Sharks inside their own territory and have that discipline to not let them out. So I think they need to take that leaf into half-time. But like Darryl said, if the Sharks want to win this game, they have to go at the left edge of the Panthers. They have to try and expose those that inexperience of that edge, those combinations of defending together, and keep attacking there and try and get some joy early on in this second half.
When you actually think about it, it was only a 5-minute period there where the Panthers got all their points, where they looked like the Panthers of old a little bit, didn't they? Isaiah Yeo scored that try under the sticks. I think it was the last tackle. I think maybe the Sharks were caught on their heels a little bit there, and they weren't expecting him to run the ball. And then again, I think it was last tackle, and Nathan Cleary put a beautifully weighted, just a little chip over the top, and Tungo knew exactly what was going on, and he swamped on the ball. But the other 35 minutes of the game's been pretty even. I don't think either side are at their absolute best, and I don't think, there's clearly not any doubt about that. But both sides are playing well enough to win this game, so it's pretty much an even money bet here, I think.
Well, we're looking forward to it. I'll tell you what, I know you guys have been doing some great stuff.
Yeah.
But so is the DJ here. Yeah. He's got the crowd into a frenzy.
What's his name?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Some DJ bloke.
Yeah. He's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job. He played Living on a Prayer. That's not his song, that's Bon Jovi's. But yeah they did doing some good stuff, as you have been, Darryl.
Thank you. There's actually, there's a number of people who have left the game. There's not as many people here as there was in the first game. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But, when you consider some of the people here have probably been on the drink for 6 or 7 hours, it might be time to go for a few of them. But in general, I would say at the moment there's probably 40,000 here. It's a reasonably good crowd.
I tell you one thing they do very smart here.
What?
No pass outs. Once you're in, you're in. You've got to stay all day. 133 88. God, no, I've given the wrong number. I've gone into Wide World of Sports.
My God.
131873. Anyway, but you can't call now because we've got a second half coming up in just a moment. You're listening to the Continuous Call Team.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Life is full of uncertainties, but when it comes to your loved ones and your legacy, you can count on Bryden's Lawyers to provide peace of mind. Whether you need assistance with drafting a will, establishing a trust, or navigating a complex estate matter, Bryden's Lawyers have you covered. They offer personalised guidance to ensure your wishes are protected and your loved ones provided for. Call Bryden's Lawyers today on 1800 848 848 or the website brydens.com.au. Who helps you in your time of need? Bryden's Lawyers do.
A little bit of brilliant can make your day, like getting all the green lights during peak hour. That's brilliant. When you score the perfect parking spot right in front of the entrance, brilliant. Scoring $5 off at the pump with BP Rewards, brilliant. Earning points at BP or just about everything you buy, brilliant. And enjoy every fifth coffee free at Wild Bean Cafe, brilliant again. With BP Rewards, you can earn BP points or Qantas points. And from the 12th of March, when you fill up and scan your rewards card at a participating BP, you'll go in the draw for a chance to win free fuel and flights every hour. That's brilliant. BP Rewards, brilliant. T's and C's apply. New South Wales permit number TP/00765. Geez, it pays to fill up at BP.
Sign up with NG Saver and you'll get up to $200 in bill credits. That's $100 credit on gas and $100 on electricity. That's epic value. Even our disclaimers are epic. An average residential customer using 3,900 kilowatt hours per year on a flat rate in the Ausgrid network could pay $1,564, including GST, in the first 12 months of their energy plan. Bills may change depending on usage. Basic plan information documents are available online. With NG, it's possible. Search NG for more.
Introducing the Arvo Sweet Treat Macca's Run. Featuring the McCafe Iced Coffee range with hazelnut, caramel and iced mocha. So, Macca's Run? Available for a limited time.
The continuous call team on 2GB. Thanks to Macca's, Harvey Norman, Lowe's, Bryden's Lawyers, BP, Tooheys and your local club.
Players not all that far away from coming out onto the field for the second half of this clash between the Penrith Panthers, who lead the Cronulla Sharks 12 points to 10. Sweet Caroline being played.
Never misses. Never. That should be. Every club should play this at halftime, at some stage during a game at least. Sweet Caroline, one of the great songs.
I think you're right. I tell you, they had the camera going around and all the fans around the stadium as Horses is about to get a run now too. I think he's playing all the hits. He's playing all the hits. I'm going to go down to you, Mark Riddell. There's Wigan fans that are still down there to your left. What sort of state are they in as you cast your eyes down behind the...
Look, I can say the people of Wigan, they love a pint, so I don't think they're going to be in the best state. I'm going to have a look over there closer. I'm not sure all of them are awake at the moment.
Why don't you go and interview a couple of them? You're still a legend there, aren't you?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think anyone will understand them at this time of night after the big day they've had.
I'm tipping it's not just been a big day that they've had.
Like yourself, Salty.
You've been with me every step of the way. and our mate up here as well.
Yes, he is.
And I'm not looking at you, Daryl, who you haven't seen anyone. You haven't seen anyone from your tour group, and you refuse to catch up with us. Isn't that right, J-Mod?
That is correct. I think
you asked the fans. I've been overwhelmed with texts.
Texters.
From some of my tour group who don't know me. It's beautiful.
Panthers are back out onto Allegiant Stadium. The Sharks are there as well.
This isn't the balances game. The scoreline tells you that. But it was a really... First half was pretty dour, wasn't it, really? There's just a couple of tries from kicks and just some individual brilliance. I'm thinking Braden Trindle could lead the Sharks to victory here. He's had a nice first half, Braden.
Spent a little bit of time with Braden Trindle over the pre-season. He spent a long time up in Brisbane with his friends and family. He's just really enjoying his footy at the moment. Feels like now, and Josh, I'll come to you with this one, as the second half about to get underway, feels like he really belongs in the NRL now.
Yeah, as a young half, it does take, probably 40 or 50 games to actually feel like you're in that mood. We saw at stages last year, he was the Sharks' best player, and whilst Nico was down on confidence, he came through and played some really good football, and now he's got that confidence that he can really do that week in, week out for the Sharks.
Here's Yo for the Panthers. 30 seconds gone in the second half. Penrith 12, Cronulla 10. That's on the low scoreboard. There's Penrith coming out of their own end through Papali'i. He's tackled there by Hazelton. Now a hit up from Edwards. Hamlin Ueli, Talakai in the tackle along with Hazelton. Three of the interchange forwards. On the last, they'll kick from inside the 40. Cleary puts it downfield. Kennedy takes it. Gets beyond the 20. Little skip as he reaches the Panthers defenders, and they drive him back to the 20. Isaiah Yeo leading the way for his team. Now Stone Street. Stopped in his tracks by Papali'i. Good tackle. Ramian scored the opening try for the Sharks earlier this evening. 15 short of halfway. Hazelton gets to within 5 of the halfway line before he's tackled by Smith and Martin. Centre of the ground. Hines to Hamlin Ueli, and he just bumped away a couple of defenders. He's a strong player. Here's the last. Hines kicking from 45 away from the line. It's an angled kick. He's kicking for Mulatalo. Everyone's let it bounce. Is it going to stay in the field of play? It does. It just sat up, refused to go into touch, and the Panthers have got it, but that could have gone anywhere. Mulatalo was circling.
Well, Mulatalo on most occasions would go up for that, and I think he had a clear shot at catching that. He could have even, I think, caught that with his feet on the ground, but he let it bounce. It actually bounced the second time until it bounced back to a Penrith player. So in the end, it was a pretty average effort from anyone near the ball. Then anyone could have had a crack at that, and none of them did.
Playing the ball is Papali'i. Passing before the line now is Yo. Yo goes to Martin. And Trindle has come reeling away from that one. And he bounced off that tackle. He's okay. Cleary kicking on the last. Kennedy, he's just inside his own 10-metre zone. Look one way, goes the other. He's going to be corralled to the ground there by Patea. Kennedy plays it on his own 10.
Geez, they're slow getting back here, the Sharkies. We're only a few minutes into the second half here, and there's still, three of them not back behind the play the ball.
And it's tackle 3, Darryl, and they're about 13 metres away from their own line. Make it 15. Picked up a late couple of metres. They need a strong run. They get a run here from Stone Street, who importantly gets beyond the 20. Tackle 4. And Trindle just steps up and tries to drill a 40-20. It's not a bad one, but I'll tell you what, that's a great kick all the same. Misses out on the 40-20, but Alamotti picked it up on his own goal line and gets back out to the 10. That's a terrific end of the set by that man we were just talking about at the start of the half, Braden Trindle, as Edwards throws a risky ball on the bounce. It's picked up by Garner, and Garner tackled beyond his 20.
Yeah, again, it was probably a play you don't expect to see from the fullback Dylan Edwards, but it ended up bouncing nicely there for Luke Garner. You're right, it was a good kick from Trindle. He's been superb for the Sharks in this game. He's been involved in everything good they've done. He's done a lot of the kicking, and he's done it reasonably well.
4 gone second half on the Tui's clock. Penrith 12, Cronulla 10 on the low scoreboard. Great contest for you. Sunday afternoon in Australia, late Saturday night here in Vegas. Cleary kicking 5 metres inside his own territory. Kennedy takes it on his own 20, 10 in from touch, goes back towards the centre of the ground before he's wrapped up on tackle 1. Let's take your sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, nice start there for the Penrith Panthers. They're just getting themselves into that arm wrestle. We know how good they are when they take teams in it. Nathan Cleary taking control with his kicking game.
We've got a crowd figure, 45,209 here for Vegas 2.0, so 45,209. There's a pass here. It's juggled by Hamlin Ueli, who was nearly intercepted, and now he's bumping away from defenders. That was risky from the Sharks. More good luck than good management saw it come off. Now Hines gets a pass away to Nickera, one of the first half try scorers, and he'll play it. 18 in from touch, 30 away from the Panthers line. Hines goes to Hazelton, and Big Tommy wrapped up Martin down low. Had some help there from Smith. Brayley to dummy half. Goes to Hines. Hines to Talakai, who tried to skip over the top of Patea. Brayley. Kennedy at first receiver. Kennedy goes to Hines. Centre field, 12 away. Links up with Trindle. What will he do? He finds Ramian, who bumps away from 1, bumps away from 2. The second one was Cleary. And Smith does well down low. 2 tackles left in the set. Hines goes to Kennedy, players in motion. Wilton bumps away from a defender. And he stopped 2 away from the line. Brayley. Hines on the last. They run it. He gives a pass away, and they're going to go over and score. Hamlin Ueli has grabbed the 4-pointer for the Sharks. He can find the try line, but has he grounded it down?
I'm not too sure. He hasn't got up, throwing his arms in the air, Hamlin Ueli. I think he might have either not got it down or fumbled the ball. Let's have a look. I think the referee said no try. It's gone to the video. Let's have a look here. Now, he's got the ball here, Hamlin Ueli. He's close to the line. Well, the ball comes free, I think, there. I think he loses the ball.
As he went on the ground.
I think that's the call they'll come up with.
Need to see if Braden holds possession.
I don't think he does. I think he loses possession before he hits the ground. His left arm is off the ball. Then I think he regains it, but
Well,
look, I can't give a try.
If the ground's not there, that ball doesn't stick
The ball
to it.
is knocked on in the field of play. Yeah. Decision made.
I thought the play before they bombed a try. I thought that Kennedy got on the outside of Nathan Cleary and could have kept on running, and he passed it too early to Teague Wilton on that occasion. So I think they've missed an opportunity right there.
They had an almost 4-on-2 there, but he passed too early, the fullback. They're threatening here, the Sharks. There's no doubt about that. But, you know, the Panthers can just lock into gear for a 10-minute period and put you away. That's the problem.
So score remains Penrith 12, Cronulla 10 on the low scoreboard. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, just an interchange for the Penrith Panthers. Luron Patea, he's come off the field for the Penrith side. So an early change in this second half for the Panthers. They've been put under the pump there, and unfortunately for the Sharkies, they just couldn't make them pay.
Liam Martin goes on a run. It's a strong run as well. He's tackled 10 short of the halfway line. Plays the ball back to Kenny. Kenny goes, charge down. Yeah, but it's going to be 6 more tackles. Hazelton got in front of Cleary, charged the ball down, but Edwards has picked it up. And it's the tackle count resets. It's hardly fair. Big Tommy did all the work, and now they've got a tackle again.
He worked hard and got nothing for it, Big Tommy. He looks a bit tired now, Tommy. He's been out there for a little while now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the big front rower, Vanilla Blake, back out there soon.
Papali'i playing it for the Panthers. It's with Yo, 10 metres into Sharks territory. Edwards got a rush pass away. It's with Alamotti, and Alamotti's tackled. 21 away from the Sharks line. Cleary's in the hands of the trainer in back play. We'll get Mark Riddell to have a look at it. In the meantime, it's a set restart here for the Penrith Panthers. Eisenhuth. Now, Cleary is on his haunches in back play. This could be a big moment, but we'll focus on the play while Smith has got it. 9 away from the Sharks line. Kenny goes to Cole. Cole now with Tangor.
He's back into the play, Cleary.
He must have just got... here's a penalty. And I wonder if while he's just sucking in the big ones here, Cleary, does he look at taking the 2?
No, maybe, but they're not going to.
No, they're not going to.
I'll tell you what, there's a distinct difference between these two referees. Grant in the first game, I think, let the game flow a little bit. This bloke's starting to choke the game.
It's with Yo to Smith, and Smith is stopped 3 away from the line. Penrith in front by 2, looking to extend their advantage. Cleary, good to see he's still able to play after being in the hands of the trainer. Tangor, 5 away, centre field. Kenny, they're stacking the left. They go that way. Cleary, long pass. Cole, brilliant. Beautiful pass. Laurie in the corner. They had a ton of numbers, the Panthers, and Dane Laurie has scored a try. A well-worked move from the 4-time premiers. They extend their advantage. It's Penrith 16, Cronulla 10. Kick to come for the Panthers.
Well, the Harvey Norman replay here just shows how important Cleary is to this side. Now, they've tried this a few times in this game where they go to their left. We're just having a replay here of Nathan Cleary being hit after passing the ball. I think it was no problem with it. But they go to their left, and then Nathan Cleary spins around to his right. On this occasion, it was the opposite way around. And then they just create an overlap that way. So it goes along the back line. He gets the ball, cuts out 2 or 3 players, gives it to Jack Cole, who I must say, through a beautifully weighted pass to Dane Laurie, who just dived over in the corner. So they've done it quite easily there, the Penrith Panthers. Whereas when the Sharks get up there, they have an awful problem scoring from within the 10 or 20 metre zone. Penrith did that really easily.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about the lead run there of Luke Garner. He did hit the outside shoulder of Jesse Ramian, but I think they may have concluded that he wasn't going to make up the difference there out the back, and they scored the try in the corner there with the kick to come.
Remember now the change too in interpretation. Sharks fans might see that and go, oh, hang on. But there's that little bit more leeway in this season, and contact doesn't necessarily mean penalty, which you've got to say, J-Moz, is a good thing.
Yes. Yeah, I don't mind that.
The applause here for Lindsay Smith, who I think's had a tremendous game. Geez, he's done well. He's been replaced. I think Leota's gone back out there to replace him.
Good eyes, Darryl, considering it's 400 metres below us. Good pick up.
Well, that's why I want the big bucks.
Can I have my binoculars back?
Yes, I may have eaten them before.
Cleary from half a metre in from touch. The ball's on its way. It looks good in flight. It's there. Penrith out to an 8-point lead. The Panthers 18, Cronulla 10 on the low scoreboard. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, boys, you mentioned Lindsay Smith. He gets his first rest of the evening. You have a look at his stats for McDonald's. 42 tackles in about 50 minutes of work. So he's been busting his backside. He's carried the ball strongly as well, and he's really earned that rest at the moment.
So the Penrith Panthers leading by 8. 18 points to 10. And that little scare from Cleary. When I saw Dylan Edwards backing back and the kickoff was in flight, then I thought, don't tell me they put another one out the full, but it did drop pretty quickly. We've had 10.5 minutes of play in the second half. The clock thanks to Tui's. Continuous call team thanks to Macca's. Back on deck for season 2025. Yo, Nickera down low. Hazelton in there as well. 20 short of the halfway line. Yo plays it. Papali'i. And Papali'i is tackled 11 short of the halfway line. Leota, fresh legs. And after Darryl Broman spotted him coming out on the field, he's wrapped up 5 metres into Cronulla territory. Cleary puts a kick that's going to be taken comfortably. I'll tell you what, though, the chasers were coming out after Kennedy. Paul Alamotti was flying through. And he did well to hold on the ball.
There's a bit of drama here.
And now Martin was getting involved a bit too much in the tackle. Kennedy didn't like it. Trindle's in there as well. Ashley Klein puts a halt to play. Not much happening as far as any punches or anything.
Well, I didn't see anything in it. It was Alamotti that flew in and made the hit early, and I didn't see anything untoward there.
Well, that's rugby league. I can't see any problem with any of that. They're all blowing up here. Mulatalo, there's a surprise. He rushes in. And he's always, he's dirty on Liam Martin.
Liam Martin's in there and he's laughing through it all.
He's done nothing wrong. Any of the Panthers players, they might get the penalty. They do, the Panthers.
Yep, Penrith get a penalty. That's ill discipline from the Sharks.
And Liam Martin's given him an absolute serve back.
He was laughing through it all, Liam Martin.
Well, he didn't do anything wrong. They take the tap. Here comes the Panthers.
They do take the tap. It's with Leota. 3 Sharks in there, including Hamlin, Ueli and Hazelton. Kenny goes to Yo to Cleary. Cleary to Papali'i, and Papali'i is tackled. 20 in from touch, 9 away from the Sharks goal line. Eisenhuth. Didn't see him in the first half. Plays it 3 metres away. Cleary showing it, giving it to Edwards. Edwards to Alamotti. Spectacular put down in the corner. And Penrith make the Sharks pay through that ill discipline. Paul Alamotti extends the Panthers' advantage. Penrith in front, 22-10 with a kick to come, Darryl, on the low scoreboard.
Well, the Harvey Norman replay, that's another set move, you know. Penrith, in my opinion, they're beautifully coached and well trained. But look at this. It's a set move. They've got players running everywhere. Goes to Cleary. He dummies inside. Throws a second-man ball on the outside. The fullback chimes in, Dylan Edwards. Gives it to Alamotti, who I think got a double in the grand final last year. I know he scored I think he scored 2. And then the ball from Cleary once again to his old mate there, Dylan Edwards. As soon as catch and pass from Dylan Edwards, he knows the Sharks have come in, and Alamotti does the rest, slams it down the corner. What about his move from the Bulldogs to the Panthers? Do you think he's enjoying that enough, Paul Alamotti?
Oh, I think he's loving being there. He got there last year and played towards the back end of the season and then won the comp there. And he's kicked off where he left off in that grand final. He scored a magnificent try in that grand final as well. And it was ill-discipline from the Sharks. And then the set move from the Panthers. There are so many bodies in motion, and all it takes is one player in that Sharks defensive line to stop, and that's where they create the opportunity, and then they're good enough to finish.
Isn't that a powerful edge of the field, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Isaac Tungo and Paul Alamotti.
I've just done some magnificent research. He only got 1 try in the grand final last year. Sorry about that.
Good research, Darryl.
Thank you.
is your second day back since the grand final back at work, so you should be fresh.
It's been 6 months ago, you wimbo.
Right from the touchline, Cleary nailed one from the other side a couple of moments ago. Is he going to get this one? I tell you what, he does. Penrith 24, Sharks 10 on the low scoreboard. You're listening to the Continuous Call Team.
Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
24 points to 10. Let's take your sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, well, this is where we need to see what the Cronulla Sharks have made of, boys. They've been going toe-to-toe with the Panthers for a long period in this game, but slowly but surely the Panthers have really got away from them. There's still plenty of time left in this game to come back, but got to see what the Sharkies have got.
Well, Mark, this is where the demons start to come in for the Sharks, because in the last 3 games between these two sides coming into tonight's game, Penrith have outscored Cronulla 96-6. So big moments coming up here for the Sharks as Penrith through Yo gets to within 15 of the halfway. Hazelton's in the tackle along with Hamlin-Ueli and Brayley. Kenny finds Cole. Cole to Papali'i. Papali'i wrapped up 9 short of the halfway line. We saw McInnes on the sideline about to make his way back into the action.
And Fanua Blake was with him. I think it's a double change coming up.
More good spotting, Darryl. Thank you. Cleary kicking on the halfway line. Kennedy underneath it. Look at him coming out after. Martin's there as well. There's Tungor. And he's going to be ruled offside. Is he, Liam Martin?
I'm not sure whether it was offside or whether it was a high shot. Let's have a look here. They come in. Well, it wasn't a high shot, I don't think, unless they roughed him up a little bit in the tackle. Liam Martin's after him. He's been after him the whole game, Liam Martin, after the fullback. He's done a pretty good job, Will Kennedy, but Martin's just terrorising him at the moment. See, the Sharks, I think, over the last few years have been a very good side against sides they should beat. But once they play the upper echelon, it becomes difficult for them, and this is where they need, the big front rower to make the difference. Adam Fanua Blake, he's going to go back out there shortly if he's not already out there, and hopefully he makes a difference for the Shark supporters.
He's back on. Adam Fanua Blake. And it's with McInnes. He's back out there as well. 9 short of the halfway line. Penrith 24, Cronulla 10 on the low scoreboard. We've had 15 minutes of play in the second half on the Tooheys clock. The Continuous Call Team, thanks to Macca's in Las Vegas. Cronulla, they need to be next to score. They got plenty of time. Here's Kennedy. Kennedy with a run straight and hard. Yo makes the tackle. They're 32 away from the Panthers line. Now it's with Brayley, goes short, and that's put down there. He's got an arm in the way, knocked on by Cole, and Cronulla are going to get a scrum feed. Well, here's an opportunity for them, Darryl. They get a scrum feed. They'll probably take it. Yes, they are taking a centre field scrum 25 away from the Panthers line.
It's a great opportunity for them, but they've been in this situation before where they've got, spent plenty of time inside the Panthers 30-metre zone and just come up empty. They need to find something here. I think we all know their best opportunity is to go to their right, where the Panthers probably defensively aren't at their best. But let's just see if they're smart enough to do it.
They're 21 metres away from the Panthers line. Ramian plays it. Brayley. McInnes. Tackled 15 away, just off centre field. Brayley. Here's a good, solid charge towards the Panthers. It's by Atkinson, who's fresh out there as well for the Sharks. Now Fanua Blake. Adam Fanua Blake. He was met 8 metres away from the line. He's going to be stopped 8 millimetres away from the line. That's a good run by Fanua Blake. Plays the ball back to Brayley. Brayley goes to Hines. Hines to Trindle. Trindle a cut out pass to Iro. And Kale Iro. Tackled by Tungo and Martin. Last play here for the Sharks. Can they force a repeat set or maybe even something better off the boot of Trindle, who kicks across field? They fly high for it. It's a juggle take by Laurie. It looked as though it was going to come out, but he's got it at the second attempt, Dane Laurie. Did well in the end.
Yeah, he did. I think it went over the top of Jesse Ramian, who I think was streaming through there. He put his arm up. but he couldn't get a hand on it. In the end, it went basically straight down the throat of Dane Laurie, who did a really good job there. But they didn't throw much at Penrith then. Seriously, they've got to be better than that, the Sharks, if they're going to hope to win the comp. I know it's only round one. They've got to be better than that because they're playing a Panthers outfit that I think looked a bit vulnerable early in the night.
Well, they put some pressure on Martin here, and he's knocked the ball on, a toe through, picked up by Mulatalo, and Mulatalo will be stopped 10 away from the line. They were bouncing the ball away there from scoring straight away, the Sharks. Trindle, Atkinson, and now running hard in the line is Hines, who falls awkwardly there in the tackle of Papali'i. Gets up straight away and plays the ball. Fanua Blake, standing start, tries to wind up. Leota makes the tackle. Papali'i it was, along with Kenny. Now Brayley to Trindle. Trindle just held up the pass magnificently. Let her run a go. Gives the ball to Iro. And Kale Iro scores a vital try for Cronulla. Here come the Sharkies. They're back in it. Penrith 24. Cronulla 14 on the low scoreboard with a kick to come.
And the Harvey Norman replay shows it really is Braden Trindle again. I mean, he's the key for them. It really is. What a battle that Mulatalo's having there with the back rower, Liam Martin. Well, Martin's been all over him tonight, just giving it to him. On that occasion, Penrith had the ball. They spun it out to their right. Liam Martin, he had a little peekaboo at Mulatalo, who was coming in off the wing, put the ball down, and from that, they ended up getting the ball. Beautiful work. Again, Braden Trindle running the show. He's doing a great job. Puts them back in the game.
Yeah, they needed to be next to score, and it was off a Panthers error there. They just tried to be too expansive in their own half. Braden Trindle with a heads-up play to kick it around the corner and regather the ball, and then came up with a cutout pass there. Kale Iro, that was a beautiful line that he just ran. Too big, too strong. He gets the Sharks back into the competition with 20 minutes to go.
Trindle with the attempted conversion. 21 in from touch. He guides it through. So it's Penrith 24. Cronulla 16 on the low scoreboard. We're coming up to the halfway mark of this second half. That's on the Tui's clock, and we'll take your sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, he's really come on as a player, hasn't he, Braden Trindle? He's had a hand in a few of the tries for the Sharkies, the kick for Decora. That pass then for Kale Iro, that was an absolute beauty, and we can just see we're getting glimpses tonight of that influence he's going to have on the Sharkies team this season.
Penrith just taking their time here. 8-point lead, 20 and a half minutes. That's an eternity. There's plenty of time left in this contest, Darryl.
Well, it swings, isn't it? It's swinging with momentum. It looked like the Panthers, I think, scored 2 tries since half-time. They looked like they were going to win and win easily. And then the Sharks, on the back of Braden Trindle's vision and ability to put a ball into a gap, and then also some nice gap running from Kale Iro, that has got them back in the game. They're only down by 8 points here. They've certainly got the firepower, the Sharks. I just think they've got to believe in themselves.
So now they're coming off their own line. And that's a solid run again. In fact, it's more than solid. That's another good hit up from Fanua Blake. Papali'i's going up the tunnel. He might have got a busted nose, Isaiah Papali'i. Mulatalo stopped 18 short of the halfway line. Brayley takes off out of dummy half. Throws a dummy, not fallen for by the Panthers defenders, including Isaiah Yeo, who was in there. And Eisenhuth.
Who's Atkinson on there for, do you think? Because the halves are both still there. Atkinson might be playing, I don't know, might be playing just in the fringe in the forward somewhere.
Just looking for Nicara to see if he's there. Anyway, here's the kick downfield. It's bounced. It's ricocheted everywhere. This will be a Panthers knock on. It is a Panthers knock on. So now the Sharkies can go right on the attack. They're going to get a scrum feed 11 away from the Panthers line.
Well, he's actually on there, believe it or not, for Talakai, who was, I think, pretty good in his stint out there. But Daniel Atkinson is a quality little player. He's smart. He's classy. He's off to the Dragons at the end of this year. But in the games he played last year, he was very good, and he might create a few problems for them there. They've got a bit of creativity there with Atkinson and the two halves there. So this is a great attacking position here for the Sharks.
Mulatalo, first receiver of the scrum. Tackled by Tungle, 5 away from the line. 15 in from touch. Trindle, he's been the conductor of the Sharks orchestra. Fanua Blake wrapped up, 5 away. Trindle at first receiver. Goes to Hines. Hines to Ramian. And he just drops it out the back, and it's been picked up by Sorensen. Isn't that a letdown for the Sharks? Penrith have got it.
Well, I mean, Jesse Ramian didn't need to do that. The Panthers have knocked it on. Penrith at the moment are vulnerable because they're making a lot of mistakes. They're gifting an opportunity for the Sharks to get back into this game. And whether the Sharks are good enough or not to take it, I don't know, but we'll see, because once again, they're going to get a scrum feed here about 25 metres out from the Panthers line.
Yeah, we see the replay here. Jesse Ramian, he is a strong player, but from time to time, when he does try to fend off those players, he sometimes loses his grip on the ball. But they got away with that one there with Dane Laurie spilling his lollies on play one there. And the Sharkies have another perfect opportunity to attack here. They're 25 metres out centre of the field.
You know what I do love? Celebrity lookalikes they're doing with the crowd here. Nicole Kidman, and there's a lovely lady who's in the crowd. She's very happy with that.
She was genuinely shocked.
Well, they got me before with Tom Cruise. It was ridiculous.
15 away from the line. They got me with George Costanza, but that's been done before. I just thought I'd get him before someone else did. Here's Cronulla Blake.
They got me with Brett.
He ran 12-15, you know, as 12-year-old.
Anyway, they're 10 away from the line here, the Sharks. Got to get back to the footy. Momentarily.
You don't have to.
We could have a 2-point ball game in a moment. Set restart. As Cronulla Blake tackled a metre away. Can the Sharks go back-to-back and make it a 2-point ball game? Trindle drifting, linking up with Kennedy. Players in motion. Iro looking for a double, and Kale Iro is tackled a metre away from the line. Mulatalo jumps into dummy half. Mulatalo on the bounce. It was set restart again. Trindle gets away from 1-2 defenders. Gets a pass now to Mulatalo. Comes back towards the centre of the ground as a runner. And Ramian, well, he was complaining, Ramian, that he was tackled without the ball, but he put the ball down. Oh, there we go. They're going to come back. See, that mistake came off the back of a set restart. Ashley Klein says no advantage, so they're going to bring it back for the original infringement from the Panthers, which is a penalty now to Cronulla.
Yeah. Well, I'm not completely convinced that's the correct call there. I mean, I think Cronulla had their chances here. It was just a ball running across the field here. I'm not sure who it was. He ran across the field, and they tried to hit Jesse Ramian, and it was a miracle ball had he caught it. But they're right in this there. They come again, the Sharks. They're only 8 metres out here.
Yeah, they are through McInnes. And he's had the ball, I was going to say, interfered with. He's going to captain's challenge straight away. Easy to do when you're the captain. Now we're going to have a Harvey Norman captain's challenge here from Cameron McInnes.
I would.
And Ashley Klein says now it's too late to challenge because he asked for the explanation and now there's no challenge coming.
Well, he's the captain. Surely, you know, there was a hand on it, no doubt. Whether there was a strip, I don't know. But I think it was worth challenging in the position they're in.
What's the point of having a captain's challenge if the captain goes up to you and goes, I want a challenge, and you don't let him?
Probably said time had passed. Oh, dear. 24-16, Penrith leading Cronulla on the low scoreboard. Continuous call team thanks to Maccas. We've got 15 minutes left on the Tui's clock as Penrith come off their own line. We'll take your sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, there's a fair bit of confusion down here on the sideline as well, boys. We all thought their captain, Cam McInnes, was telling the referee he wanted to challenge the play, and the referee wouldn't let him do it.
A couple of talking points out of this.
Well, that's not right. I mean, if he's the captain, he wants to challenge. Surely he's allowed to challenge, unless he's run out of challenges.
No, they got their challenge.
Yeah.
Anyway, play on here for Penrith. Last played, 8 metres into Cronulla territory. Cleary with a kick. It's high in the air. Kennedy's going to take it. Then Liam Martin's going to try to take him, and he does grab him around the ankle. Trindle goes into dummy half. Mulatalo. He stops. 15 away from his own line. 8-point ball game. 14 to go. 24-16. Penrith in front of Cronulla. Stone Street. Driven back in the defence by Sorensen, Yeo and Leota.
Liam Martin's terrorised the Sharks tonight on this on the Sharks' left side. He's been tremendous for the Panthers. Jeez, he's a good player.
Terrific player. There's McInnes. Wrapped up on the last. Trindle kicks from inside the 40, but elect to go for territory, straight down the centre of the ground. Ball sits up nicely for Edwards, gets beyond the 20. And then he's tackled 25 away from his own line by Brayley. Kafusi was in there as well.
Move now, Brilliant! All the way, Oregon. Wait, T, wait, go.
12 short of the halfway line, the Panthers. Tungall. Tackled by Wilton and McInnes.
Go.
Martin reaches the halfway line.
Adam, release! Go.
Kenny, Yo, Cleary, puts in a grubber kick into no man's land. Kennedy did well. He drifted across field. I think Nathan Cleary, Darryl, might have wanted a little less weight on that kick. He was kicking for his chasers.
It wasn't a prime Nathan Cleary kick, was it? In the end, it went pretty quickly to the fullback. He just snavelled it easily here. So the Sharks get the ball. They need to get up the other end. They've only got about, 12 and a half minutes to go in this game, and that is brought to you. That clock is brought to you by Tooheys. Tooheys, feel like a Tooheys or two.
Well, Cronulla get a penalty here.
It's what they needed. They need to get up that end. As Darryl said, it looked like they were just going through their paces, happy to just get the outside backs, take carries and get them up the field. This allows them to get it. They should be getting a tap inside the 30-metre line here.
So Tooheys new sponsors of the clock? Or are they Tooheys old sponsors of the clock?
Either one. Tooheys new or Tooheys old. You're a funny guy, Salty.
30 away from the line. Cronulla.
Surrender!
We have some Tooheys sent over to the USA. We've had some nice beers, but missing our Tooheys is Hines to Trindle. Cronulla on the front foot. 12 away from the line. Brayley goes in a dummy half. Here's the big recruit, and the big man will get there. Adam Vanilla Blake has got himself over the line, scores a try for Cronulla. It's game on, baby. Here come the Sharks. Penrith 24, Cronulla 20. Kick to come for the Sharkies on the low scoreboard.
Well, I think he's shown tonight why they bought him and why he's, close enough to the best front rower in the game. I'm not sure what his stats are, but every time he's got the ball, even from a standing start, he's managed to just power his way ahead, make 10 metres after it looked like he was stopped. On this occasion, he got it close to the line. Don't worry who he went over there. He went over some quality players. He went straight over the top of Dylan Edwards. He went over the top of Isaiah Yeo. And I think it might have been Sorensen, the other one who came in to lend a hand. They couldn't stop him. He just powered his way over. Low centre of gravity, got down low and just slams it down. They're right in the game here, the Sharks, with 10 and a half to go.
Yeah, right there, Big D. He just carried him over, didn't he? And they're not poor defenders at all. Isaiah Yeo got him in the first half, and he just repays the favour there and gets him back and gets the Sharks right into this contest with just over 10 minutes remaining.
Trindle. 21 in from touch. He's brought it back 18 metres. Should have absolutely no problem in guiding this through. We've got a 2-point ball game. Trindle converts. It's Penrith 24, Cronulla 22 on the low scoreboard. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Well, this is what we wanted to see, boys, wasn't it? The question marks were there about the Cronulla Sharks when they played those top teams. And when it got out to 24 points to 10, you thought, oh, here we go. The Penrith Panthers might go on with it, but they've shown some real steel in their team. The Sharkies, they've fought their way back, got themselves back in the game, and with 10 minutes to go, they're only 2 points behind, and they've got an opportunity to win this one.
Well, Piggy, I think if you're a Sharks supporter and a player, they need to win this because it just gives them that confidence. To beat the Premiers is a great call, and they've got a poor record against the Premiers in the last, 3 or 4 years. But here's their opportunity. At the moment, that they're on top here. They've scored the last 12 points and only 2 points behind the Panthers here.
24-22 on the low scoreboard. 10 minutes remaining on the Tooheys clock. Cronulla with the ball through McInnes, just outside the 20. Now Stone Street plays it. 28 away from his own line. Wilton. Good run from him. Gets to within 12 of the halfway line. Kennedy at first receiver. He's tackled on the last, just shy of the halfway line here at Allegiant Stadium. Trindle kicking. So most of the in-play kicking has Trindle. Oi, juggle there from Edwards. He had no real pressure on him and just a little bobble. No harm done. He'll play at 12 away from his own line.
Salty, I've got some stats here for Maccas for Adam Fanua-Blake, and they're pretty impressive. He scored a try, he's had 14 runs, 151 metres, 1 line break, 77 post-contact metres, and 24 tackles. That's a pretty good stint.
That's Broman-esque.
Yeah, not quite. A bit better than Broman-esque.
Yo, just short of the halfway. He'll play it on the last. Cleary drills the ball downfield. Kennedy takes it on his own 10. Good chase from Penrith, led by Liam Martin. Soon as Will Kennedy closes his eyes tonight, the person he's going to see is Liam Martin's face, still there as he drifts off to sleep. He'll have nightmares. But he's handled it well, though, hasn't he, the pressure that Martin's put him under?
He has. Martin's been outstanding for the Panthers. He's been in everything they've done tonight. But William Kennedy's been really, really good.
Liam Kennedy's in the bunker.
How do you think? What are you thinking of Nico's performance tonight, J-Moz? What are you thinking?
Oh, look, I think he's done some good things. He has been quiet, though. I think Trindle has kind of taken over control of the team in this second half.
Speaking of that man, Trindle, he puts a kick down into the corner. Edwards has got it covered, and here's the chasers led by Iro and Wilton. Wrap him up 10 metres away from his own line. Penrith inside their own 20. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, a couple of interchanges for the Penrith Panthers guys. Lindsay Smith back on the field for Matt Eisenhuth, and Isaiah Papali'i. He looks like he's good to go with his HIA and about to enter the field.
They're on their own 30, the Panthers. 2 tackles left in this set. It's with Smith. And Smith has tackled, 10 short of halfway. Cleary kicks down to Kennedy, and Kennedy takes it 12 metres away from his own line, gets beyond the 20, now looks to put on a sprint and links up with Mulatalo. Mulatalo back inside to Kennedy. They're over the halfway line. Liam Martin,
what a tackle,
trailing through, makes a tackle. Now they go from one side of the field to the other. Hines, though, wrapped up 12 metres in the Panthers' territory. Good play there from the Sharks. They've got themselves on the front foot. Ramian, 30 metres away from the Panthers' line. Hines links up with Trindle. Trindle, good run there, but well read. Wilton with the run. Cleary with the tackle. Trindle now, short ball, McInnes. Isaiah Yeo, a try saver on McInnes. Brayley, they're a couple of metres away from the line. Trindle's wrapped up. I don't think he knew it was the last tackle. He mustn't have.
Had to pass then. They had about, I'd say, a 4-on-2 out wide. Trindle has normally taken the correct option here tonight, but on that occasion he didn't. We've only got 6 minutes to go in the game, and that's a really telling moment there. He needed to either get the boot to the ball or cut out pass out wide. I think they score.
Let him up, Brennan! All the way.
They're running out of opportunities. 6 minutes remaining in the contest on the Tooheys clock. 24-22. Penrith over Cronulla. What a game to round out a terrific night and afternoon here at Allegiant Stadium. Laurie wrapped up 10 short of halfway. Cleary drifting across, links up with Martin. Good hard run from Martin, gets away from Erol, back towards the centre of the ground, gets away from Kennedy. But Brayley comes in to make the tackle. Had some help from Talakai. Now Edwards looking for a runner, throws a pass and it's been knocked on. Edwards threw the pass, standing right next to him with Ramian. He didn't know too much about it, Jesse Ramian. Hits his hand, goes forward. Knock on Sharks. Didn't the Panthers need that? They're in front by 2, but that's a big moment in the game. Penrith getting the ball back. They'll be on the attack, Darryl.
Oh, it's a big play from Liam Martin again. I mean, he got the ball. He's just a battering ram. He just ran over the top of a couple of them there until Talakai got hold of him and said, "You're not going anywhere here, mate." But he's been brilliant tonight, Liam Martin. That's the sort of break that Penrith need. Look, normally under these circumstances, you think Penrith would finish this game off, but you just don't know here. They're certainly not at their brilliant best, the Panthers.
Martin. They can go a long way to icing the contest here. Cole to Cleary. Cleary to Garner. Garner sends Laurie over in the corner. Dane Laurie scores out wide. Penrith will lead by 6 with a kick to come. Penrith 28, Cronulla 22, and a very important conversion coming up, Darryl, for Nathan Cleary.
Well, if you want anyone to kick a goal under pressure, he's my man. I want Nathan Cleary rather than anybody else here. But that was just, once again, just a simple backline movement. I think it was Cleary got it, or Cole got it, I think. Back to Cleary, gave it on the outside to Garner. He gave it to Dane Laurie. He's done a really good job. He's come off the bench in the first couple of minutes, Dane Laurie. Scored a couple of tries here. Now, I think Nico Hines thought he might have got interfered with there, but he didn't. And Dane Laurie crashes over in the corner to score what would probably give the Panthers victory here. I want to be on Nathan Cleary kicking this.
That was a planned move. Did you watch at the last second, Nathan Cleary ran to the open side and brought Dane Laurie in to feed the scrum. That meant Sam Stonestreet came across to the other side of the scrum. He got caught in the tackle. He was at marker. Then they went straight back to his side and exposed Nico Hines and the other player who was playing on the wing at that stage to get outside him and score a try. That was a masterstroke there from Ivan Cleary. That was definitely a planned move.
Now the Clearys, how smart are they? But this is a big moment. Inside the last 3 minutes, he'll wind down the clock as long as he can here, Nathan Cleary. He's about half a metre in from touch. He's taken the ball back just over 20 metres. 6 points. The Sharks are still in it. 8 points. Life will be very tough for them with only 2 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Cleary moves in, strikes it, he's missed it. He's missed it. So there's still a pulse for the Sharks. Penrith 28, Cronulla 22 on the low scoreboard. Sideline, Mark Riddell.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to go back and have a look on the replay. The way they set that up, engaging the winger Stonestreet in that first play. They turned Liam Martin under. Nathan Cleary did, then swept back that way the next play. Really smart, but the Sharks, they've still got an opportunity. 2 minutes 47 to go. They'll go for the short kick-off here.
And you'd think the play they go to will be Ronaldo Mulitalo's side of the field. Hines gets it to go 10. Here comes Ronaldo. He bats it back, and they're going to get the ball here. That was a great tap back there by Mulitalo, and straight away they find Ramian, and Ramian's tackled by Sorensen. 2.5 remaining. The Sharks inside Panthers 30-metre zone. Now they're inside the 20. 15 in from touch. Brayley. They might have one, possibly two more sets after this. They're running out of chances. What a platform now. 12 away from the line. Fanua Blake plays it. Hines goes flat to McInnes. And McInnes has stopped 7 away from the line. Brayley goes to dummy half. What a finish. And running onto it. Well, that was easy pickings in the end. This Talakai stopped 2 metres away from the line. McInnes to Hines. Hines holds up the pass. Trindle running onto it. Ramian, can he find his winger? He's going to be caught, Ramian. He stopped a metre away from the line. Great Panthers defence, but Stonestreet was unmarked, Darryl.
Well, it was great Panthers defence, but he's got to be more game aware, Jesse Ramian. That was a catch and pass, and he catches and passes to the winger. I know he was under pressure. He scores. There's no doubt about that.
90 seconds left. Penrith with the ball. They're 5 away from their own line. They might not even get another set. Laurie, he plays it. If they do, they might only get 1 or 2 tackles. Oh, no, here's a mistake. No, it's 6 more tackles. The Panthers have got it through Kenny, and Kenny takes off downfield. Tell you what it was an offload that touched the Shark, and the Panthers have got it, and now they may well get the win. There's a minute left, and they're inside the Sharks' territory.
Surrender!
1 minute remaining, 28-22. Penrith leading Cronulla. Sharks might be done for the night as Cleary is wrapped up. 28 away from the Sharks line. He'll play the ball back to Kenny. 50 seconds left. Yo. He'll play it. 19 away. 2 tackles left in the set. Smith. Stopped by Talakai. Last play. 30 seconds remaining. It's with Cleary. Inside to Leota. It'll be a changeover. 25 seconds. They've got to go 93 metres. They need a Hail Mary. In the home of the Las Vegas Raiders, they need a Hail Mary type play to force this game to go to golden point. It's with Hines. Hines puts in a grubber kick. Sorensen cleans up for the Panthers, and the Panthers are going to win a thrilling contest because that's full time. What a game of football. An outstanding contest. And the Panthers, the 4-time defending premiers, have sent a statement to the rest of the NRL saying they're going to be a force to be reckoned with as they bid for 5 consecutive titles. Full-time, Penrith 28 have defeated the Sharks 22.
Yeah, they're a great club, aren't they? They're a great side and a great club. They keep losing players every year, but they find someone to do the next man up mentality, and look at them here tonight. I mean, they played a pretty good Sharks side here. I still think the Sharks are just something short of being a premiership chance, but they're a willing side, and they've got enough good players there to test most sides in this competition. In fact, they'll beat most sides in this competition. They're just a little bit short of the big boys. And the Panthers again showed tonight what a great side they are, what a great club they are. By getting the decision, getting the victory, under a lot of pressure. Sharks had a couple of chances. They mucked them up, and in the end, the Panthers just too good.
Yeah, I think the Sharks were brave. They were down by a bit. They managed to get themselves right back into the competition there, and if Jesse Ramian finds a pass, they potentially could have scored and evened up the game to go into golden point. But Penrith, they just know how to win games in that last 10 minutes, and that certainly was what happened.
Mark Riddell is lurking down on the touchline.
He's a big lurker down there.
He is.
I can't see him. Can you see him?
Yeah, we got him now. He's there with Lindsay Smith.
Yeah, big Salty down here, as you said, with Lindsay Smith. What a first round.
Yeah, it was a tough one, that's for sure. Just unreal to be over here, the crowd, the energy, and hopefully put on a good display.
What about the game? It probably wasn't your best start, obviously early in the season, round 1, but you just find a way. And we know that, you've won 4 premierships, but you hang in there, and slowly things just turn around.
Yeah, I think felt like we started okay, just discipline and errors sort of let us down, and we gave them too much footy, but I thought we were there mentally, and once we sort of, fixed a couple of those things, we're able to put a couple of sets together and find some points.
What about this Sharkies outfit? They didn't go away. You got them out to 24-10, but they came home, they came at you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're a great outfit. I thought even last year in the prelim, it was a real tough game for probably 60, 70 minutes, and probably only blew out towards the last 10, 20. So, yeah, I thought it was a good start to the year for both teams, and hopefully see them in the finals.
Well done. You had a great night tonight. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
Good on you, Mark. And what a good young front rower. That man is in Lindsay Smith. I've just lost you down there. Mark, have you guys got him?
Yeah, he's just over the back there. He's walking to someone now. Let's see who he's looking
sprinting.
Yeah, look at him go.
Has he got Luke Garner?
Luke Garner.
Yes, let's go down to you, Piggy.
Yeah, thanks, Salty. Down here with Luke Garner. Luke, tough first game, but you get the win.
Mate, yeah, Cronulla, man, they played really well tonight. I'm sure they had their honours, sort of all pre-season, and they definitely showed up tonight, and they were a tough battle.
What about yourself, mate, in that centre position tonight? What are the instructions from Ivan for you in that position?
Just do my job. I knew I was playing there for probably 2-3 weeks now, so just getting the reps in with my left edge, and just really trying to perfect it. I know it wasn't perfect tonight, but it's a step in the right direction.
What about this experience, the Las Vegas experience for the Penrith Panthers?
Oh, man, it's actually unreal, There's a bit of a love-hate relationship with me with this place. You know, sometimes I want to go home, but then there's moments where I just love it. So I'll be keen on a little drink tonight, and then pretty keen to get home tomorrow.
You can go and enjoy it tonight. Well done.
Thanks, Biggie. Appreciate it.
Good on you, Mark. There with Luke Garner. We've got time for one or two more. Mark, well, you are lurking down there, and he's going to have a chat to the great Isaiah Yeo.
Yeah, down here with Isaiah Yeo. Isaiah, a tough one to start the season, but great to grab those 2 points.
Yeah, it certainly was. Just, to be fair, so last week and a half's just been outstanding, but obviously on the back of that, you want to come out and put on a good performance. And look, I thought for big stretches, I thought we did that. Obviously disappointing that last 15 or so. They got a bit of momentum, and we just struggled to sort of hold the ball at key times. And look, they're credit to them, they're a quality outfit and made us work really hard for it. But it's always nice to get 2 points, particularly when you come over here, a bit of a different environment. It's a pretty cool occasion.
What's the experience been like for the Penrith side?
It's been outstanding. It's got to do all your army camps or your bonding. I'd much prefer to do it over in Vegas and do some fun stuff. But no, look, it's been a really outstanding sort of last week and a half. Particularly those sort of first 3-4 days, you sort of got to do a little bit and a bit of your bonding and all that sort of stuff. But then last week's been really good. It's got the group's handled it really well, changing sort of fields last minute, and obviously different training, different environment. But it all comes out in a win, and that was good.
It would have helped, obviously, with a few new players in key positions and new guys coming to the team as well, that you spend that time with each other.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's like I touched on, you sort of go away for your camps, whether it's but it's important. It's important to bond. I feel like we've got a really tight-knit group. So sort of everything we've done this week, it's all been together, and it's been pretty special. So yeah, it's obviously it doesn't mean too much if you come out and lose, but it was nice to get a result there, and gets a really quality outfit too.
Great opportunity to go and enjoy it now too.
Looking forward to it.
See you, mate.
Sounds like Isaiah is looking forward to it just as much as our own Mark Riddell is.
Yeah, well, he deserves it more than Piggy does. But he's a good player, isn't he? I mean, he just doesn't make mistakes. He's the rock of the Panthers side. If you want someone to take it up, he'll do it. If you want someone to make a try-saving tackle, he's your man. He's been there for a number of years, but he is now an absolute elite player in this competition, if not the best forward. He's certainly the best lock in the competition, and he's just a fabulous player.
Looks like Mark Riddell's off and gone.
Yeah, he's coming
up.
home.
Yeah, he's
Do you
gone
think he'll come upstairs? I don't think he'll come upstairs. I think he'll take off.
No, he'll come upstairs.
Okay.
I hope.
He's under. Ring him up. Someone ring him up.
I hope he comes upstairs anyway. Has he got enough time to come upstairs? It's half an hour. Those lifts don't exactly work quickly. He'll make it. Time for the continuous call team's player of the match, thanks to Harvey Norman. Shortly, we'll give you 3 players who are in the running. Hope you've got your 3, Daryl.
Yes,
when you hear them, if you're based in New South Wales or Queensland, be one of the first 3 callers through on the prize line, 1300 722 873, 1300 722 873. The first caller will get the choice of the 3 players and so on until all 3 players are allocated. Then, when I announce the player of the match, the caller that has that player will win a $250 Harvey Norman gift card. Continuous call team's player of the match, thanks to Harvey Norman. Shop furniture, bedding, TVs, home appliances, computers, technology, in-store and online. You're listening to the continuous call team. A win to the Penrith Panthers, 28-22 over the Sharks. You've got to give you 3.
I'm going to go Braden Trindle, Liam Martin and Nathan Cleary.
Okay.
All right.
They're your 3.
Yeah, so it's one of those.
Tell you what, there wouldn't be much between them either.
No, I wouldn't think so, but I found one.
Okay, you found one.
Yep.
Well, that was your job.
Thank you.
Good stuff. You're good at it.
Your job was, after saying, I'm going to say the 3 players, was to tell me who are they, or to ask me until you forgot. That's your job. Till we had to tap you on the shoulder. No,
I knew what I was doing. Just wanted to stretch it out because I didn't think you were ready.
No, you're doing a good job.
You're listening to the continuous call.
If it's glass, you can't go past Palmer's Glass. We're Sydney's leading glass company with all our products custom made right here in our Gladesville factory. Get your quick free quote today at palmersglass.com.au.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Have you been charged with a criminal offence? Need legal representation or advice? Bryden's Lawyers have the experts in criminal law available to assist. No matter the complexity of the case, whether it be an assault, drink driving or a drug offence, their experienced criminal lawyers possess the expertise to ensure your rights are protected. Call Bryden's Lawyers 24-hour criminal law hotline on 1800 017 017 or visit brydens.com.au.
Well, Lowe's new golf range is out now, and it is a dead set cracker. Whether you're sinking putts or smashing drives, you're going to look like a pro wearing one of Lowe's quick dry golf polos from just $40 or a pair of flexi waist golf shorts for just $50. And if you buy any two items from the Lowe's golf range, you'll score a free Cougars golf umbrella worth $60. Now you can look sharp on the course with plenty of spare change, decked out in the Cougars golf range exclusive to Lowe's. Take your golf style to the next level. Shop in store or online at Lowe's. With 200 stores nationwide, there's one near you. Log on to the website lowes.com.au or head into one of the 200 stores nationwide and take advantage of Lowe's new golf range.
Spin to win at Harvey Norman. Enter now. hn.com.au/spin to win. With a total prize pool valued at over $45,000. Spin to win prizes daily. Plus, make any purchase at Harvey Norman and go in the draw to win the ultimate 2025 Toyota AFL Grand Final or NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final experience. hn.com.au/spin to win. At Harvey Norman now. Terms, conditions apply. AFL authorised GF promotion GFAFL 25/18.
The continuous call team. Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
Continuous call team. What a afternoon/night here in Vegas it has been. Morning/afternoon for all of you listening right across Australia. Penrith 28-22 have defeated the Sharks. The other NRL game today saw Canberra beat the New Zealand Warriors 30 points to 8. So that's the two NRL games that we brought to you here tonight. Just on the Panthers, J. Moz, and we made mention during the call just of some of these other players that, you know, we hear about their big guns that lifted again tonight that got them over the line, but there were some key players from the likes of Isaac Tungo, Paul Alamotti. Again, they're forming a nice partnership, and I thought they had some good service off their bench tonight as well.
Yeah, I think Paul Alamotti had a very strong game. He's only 21. Isaac Tungo is only 22. I mean, they're still young, and you know, they've won premierships off the bench. Well, if they didn't have Dane Laurie, if they went for that extra forward, then they, you know, it would have backfired on them. I think it's more and more these days you're going to have one of those kind of outside backs or little men in your 14 numbered jersey, and it actually worked out. He ended up scoring a double. So, and then Papali'i, I thought as the game went on, he got stronger. He kind of got into his work and got stronger, and I think that those combinations, you know, he's a new bloke coming into the side, so his combination with his halves will only get better. Jack Cole, look, he had a pretty solid game, his first game. You know, there's a lot of pressure on him, big shoes to fill, but he didn't overplay his hand, and I thought he was solid. But you know, when the team needed their players, it was the players like Yeo and Cleary that got them back into that contest as well.
Daryl, put yourself in Craig Fitzgibbon's shoes and the Sharks. How will he be feeling after that contest? They got very close in the end.
I'd be disappointed. I mean, you're never happy when you lose. I mean, the effort was there, but I just thought some silly plays at times. They had opportunities. They thought they had an overlap late in the game, and probably the player who I thought that was their best player. Well, he was their best player, Braden Trindle. I thought made a poor decision. Took a tackle on the fifth tackle. He either had to, I think, throw a long pass or put the ball behind the defensive line and maybe get another set of six. But they've got enough good players there to certainly, they'll beat most sides. And I don't think there's any doubt they're going to finish, I would think, top four. I think they're good enough to do that. My question mark over them is whether they're good enough to compete in the big games, and that's up to them. You know, if they want to win a competition, and let's face it, that's why they all play rugby league. That's why we all played rugby league. if they want to win a competition, and they're capable of it, they need to go to another level, I think. But at the moment, they're not at that level.
When they lose games like this, and you both spoke about it in the call, focus turns to Nicho Hines. You made mention, Josh, that he did some good things there tonight as well, but by far the dominant player for the Sharks was Braden Trindle, who had a really good game tonight and kept them in the contest.
Yeah, look, I mean, he has the big price tag, and with that big price tag comes pressure, it comes expectation, and I thought Braden Trindle in that second half was the man that got his side back into the contest, and throughout large parts of last year, the back end of last year, he was, running the side. So I think Nicho, he just needs to string a couple of good games together and get that confidence, and then we know what the type of player is. You don't lose it overnight. He was a Dally M player, so he has that potential and that talent. So, but Braden Trindle for the Sharkies, I thought he was outstanding tonight. He was their best player on the field.
No doubt. It's hard. I mean, I feel for Nicho. As you said, there is a lot of expectation on him, but mate, when you're getting $1 million a year, there should be.
Yeah.
And then he needs, if he's on that sort of money, he needs to guide them home in these close games. And I don't think he did tonight.
I think if they got themselves the golden point and got a win, I think it could set up their season amazingly.
I thought he played okay. I'm not being critical of his effort and what he did, but I think I nearly always judge players on their pay packet, And for mine, his performance tonight didn't equate to his pay packet, and I can say that of probably a number of players. Well, like me, my performance is way better than my pay packet, week in, week out. Would you agree with that, everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Our continuous call team player of the match, thanks to Harvey Norman. Wayne from Seven Hills in Brisbane chose Liam Martin. Sandra from Park Ridge chose Nathan Cleary, and Matthew from Parramatta chose Braden Trindle, who's our...
Wayne, you win tonight. I thought Liam Martin was just outstanding on the right edge. He terrorised a number of the Sharks players, and I thought his effort in defence and in attack, he was just brutalising them here, there. And I think he's a great player, but I thought tonight was one of his best performances.
Well done, Wayne from Seven Hills, correctly nominating Liam Martin as our continuous call team player of the match, thanks to Harvey Norman, and he's won a $250 Harvey Norman gift card. Stay listening. The next game will have another chance to win, thanks to Harvey Norman. They've wasted no time. The goalposts are nearly down at one end of the ground. You reckon they might get charged overtime if they're not cleared out by a...
Mate, speaking of wasting no time, what about when you get off the plane? I know I'm not up the pointy end like you blokes, but as soon as the plane stops these days and you start walking out, there's about 400 cleaners in the front just cleaning their way through the planes, which is probably a good thing. Have you noticed that or not?
It's a good thing, because then if you're on that next plane, you'll know that the first plane was cleaned quickly and clean, and then you can... Off you go.
Yeah, I know this is a serious show, but I noticed it the other day when I was getting off the plane when we landed, I think, in Los Angeles. Like, seriously, by the time I got down to the pointy end of the plane to get off, there was about 10 cleaners there cleaning away. It was great.
I need our boss to hear this. We go broadcast on the app, obviously, so they can pick us up in America on the app. If the captain of our United Airlines flight from the other day is listening...
What happened? Was there drama?
Well, we had a couple of
Don't tell me you ate too much cheese.
No, we had a couple of Tui's news at the airport.
Right.
And great sponsors of the continuous call team.
Right.
And...
I don't think we were the only ones that had a couple of Tui's at the airport.
Mr. Gallen, Mr. Thurston might have partaken as well. They didn't have to pay for theirs in the little lounge they got into.
Of course.
And so we decided to have a couple of drinks, and then we're sitting there on the plane, and the captain goes, we're taxiing now, we're not going to take off for another 12 minutes. So up we went and lined up to go into the bathroom. He wouldn't unlock the toilets. and then put over the speaker.
You're a threat.
No, wait for it. He put over the speaker, can you please take your seats? We will be taking off soon.
Yeah.
And then, it's the smoothest takeoff I think I've ever been in. Could have turned off the fasten seatbelt sign at any stage and didn't.
Hold on.
We were busting.
So what do you mean?
You would have
Are
struggled.
you saying you couldn't go to the toilet for the whole trip?
Well, there was a revolt
Los
about
Angeles.
15 minutes into the flight.
It was like he was playing with us, and he knew that everyone had to go to the bathroom.
You blokes.
Oh,
I mean, you're in
Mate,
the pointy
it was
end
like
of the
Bastille
plane.
Day.
no, we weren't.
Recharged.
This was the last leg. This was the
there, exactly.
LA to Vegas one, but we weren't on our own, Salty. Were we?
No.
Well, mate,
There was a lot of
you've
guys
got to
there.
take that into account when you're having a few twoies at the airport.
I did.
You
I
should
went
go to the
before I got
toilet
on.
before you get on the plane.
We did.
I did.
Well, you sound like me. I've got to go every 5 minutes. Thanks, prostate.
So if you're listening, Mr. Captain of United Airlines Flight 907 tomorrow, please just look
Give
after
you a bit of
us.
leeway.
Yes.
What time do you fly out tomorrow?
That was leeway.
4:15.
Whatever it is. What did I say?
No, I'm just making sure he said Lee and not...
I quit. 4:15.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
Oh, that's good. That's a nice time because you can check out at 10 or whatever and just get to the airport, I suppose. Is that what you're doing? What time are you going to check out?
We haven't decided yet.
But you're not going to check out. You're going to stay another day.
No, we'll just work out what happens
we'll work it
tonight,
out.
big man.
My group is actually we're going to the ice hockey tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Time's that on?
I think it's 5 o'clock tomorrow, Arvo.
Daryl, have you seen what they have at the airport? Hello?
Poker machine. You just don't play it there. You don't play those big ones, do you?
Did you?
What, the gigantic ones?
Isn't it huge?
Yeah.
Massive. Did you ever try to pitch that when you were past life?
Well, seldom at airports. I don't think they're allowed in Australia, mate.
No.
It's Vegas, mate. You can do anything here. They don't care, do they?
No. Anything.
Mate, anything. It's amazing. Anyway,
Yes, you're Daryl Broman.
I can't wait to walk home from here. Over
It's
to
just
the
there. I
Luxor.
can see you.
Yeah, I can
hotel.
see it, but once I get down the lift, I don't know where I am. Would you, if I was going that way, would you walk that way or that way?
Well, see, here's the deceptive thing about the Las Vegas Strip.
Yeah.
You think, I'm going to walk from here down to Caesar's Palace or Bellagio.
Takes an hour. Me and someone
You
found
know.
out the hard way.
Did you?
Yeah, but that was on your way home.
You were
wasn't it?
going 3 steps
Yeah,
left.
I paid, yeah, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. No, it was, but there's no there's no crossings. You have to go over the footbridges, and there was about 8 or 9 footbridges.
Got breaking news. I've got a text from one of my mates. Mm-hmm. You know what he said? Mitch Kenny, unsung hero. That's it.
So is one of your mates saying that
That's who I should have tipped.
you should have put him in as
So I
top
stuffed it
3?
up, basically, yeah.
No.
I thought Liam Martin was outstanding.
Liam Martin was brilliant tonight.
Mitch Kenny was very good.
He was.
Defends
Anyway,
so well, doesn't he, Mitch Kenny?
Made
Have
that
we-
break as well through.
do we know what games we're doing next weekend in the
We
cantankerous
can
call team?
we'll go through it in just a moment.
Oh, good.
'Cause we've still got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Continuous Call Team live from Las Vegas.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Are you buying or selling property? Bryden's Lawyers are there to make the process smooth and stress-free. They will handle all the legalities so you can focus on what matters most. So whether you're a first-time buyer, an investor or looking to sell, trust Bryden's Lawyers to handle your conveyancing needs with expertise and care. Don't let the stress of buying or selling weigh you down. Call Bryden's Lawyers today on 1-800-848-848. Who helps you in your time of need? Bryden's Lawyers do.
Harvey Norman's kicking off the footy season with bonus local delivery on selected TVs, soundbars and fridges. That's right, shop online or in store for great deals plus bonus local delivery. You can save over $200 on a Sony 75-inch Bravia TV and have it delivered to your door for free. Or save $700 on the LG 637-litre French door fridge and receive bonus delivery as well. Plus, Spin to Win is on now at Harvey Norman. For your chance to win incredible prizes, enter your details at hn.com.au/spin to win. These and more great savings for the footy season and beyond are in store and online now at Harvey Norman. Terms, conditions and permit numbers apply. hn.com.au/spin to win is the website.
A Palmer's glass frameless shower screen will transform your bathroom and provide a seamless start to your day. And it's custom made right here in our Gladesville factory. Check them out today at palmersglass.com.au.
Spin to win at Harvey Norman. Enter now. hn.com.au/spin to win. With a total prize pool valued at over $45,000. Spin to win prizes daily. Plus, make any purchase at Harvey Norman and go in the draw to win the ultimate 2025 Toyota AFL Grand Final or NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final experience. hn.com.au/spin to win. At Harvey Norman now. Terms, conditions apply. AFL authorised GF promotion GFAFL 25/18.
The continuous call team on 2GB. Thanks to Macca's, Harvey Norman, Lowe's, Bryden's Lawyers, BP, Tooheys and your local club.
Continuous call team from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Penrith in the last game have defeated Cronulla 28 points to 22. Peter Basoltis, Josh Morris, Mark Riddell and Darryl Broman with you. Now, you asked the question, what great games have we got next week? I'll get to Friday night in just a moment because we need to go straight to Saturday. And Saturday afternoon could well be a precursor, the 5:30 game, 4:30 in Queensland, for what we will witness in Las Vegas next year. For all of those, the thousands of people, forget your 80 or 90 people going on tours, thousands of people on the J-Moz Piggy Tour, Dragons v Dogs.
Is it free?
I'm tipping they'll spend more time with their tourists than you have.
I don't know.
We'll get to know ours. But that game's sold out, isn't it already at Cog Road? Yeah. That's going to be a cracking game.
That will be good.
How many can they fit in there? 20?
20, yeah, just a little over 20 would it be?
That will be great.
And it's a great place when it's full, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So Dragons v Dogs. Boy, there's some interesting contests next week for teams that will want to have big expectations for this season, or we just saw one now. And then the Saturday night game next week, 7:30 in New South Wales, 6:30 in Queensland, is Manly v the Cowboys. That'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm not overly impressed by the Cowboys. I might be the only one, but a lot of people think, they can. We heard JT say he thinks they'll be in the 8 for sure, possibly in the 4. I'm not convinced by that. They have a couple of injuries. Like any side, I suppose they'll struggle. But Cowboys just can't get me at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not too sure on the Cowboys. I don't think I'd put them in my 8. I'm a little bit worried about who plays with Tommy Dearden this season. I know Clifford's out early, and they've got this young Tom Duffy, I think it is. It's Thomas Duffy. That they've got huge raps on. I think he's a goal kicker as well. But, I'm like the big man. I'm unsure of the Cowboys. I don't know if they're going to make the 8.
Friday night football will be on air 7 o'clock throughout New South Wales, 6 o'clock in Queensland. Dolphins v Souths. Wayne Bennett heading to Suncorp Stadium to take on the Christian Wolf coached Dolphins team, who have had a pretty decent pre-season, the Dolphins, so they'll be up for that one next Friday night.
It's his old club too. Let's. I don't know. Well, they're both his old clubs.
Yes.
Like he used to coach South before he coached the Dolphins.
Yes. It's also his new club.
Yeah.
It's like new and
I don't know who I'll tip. I must admit not that I want to take too much notice of, the trial games. I thought the Dolphins played well in the last game I saw. Even though Souths are undermanned, I'll probably tip Souths.
I think I'll tip the Dolphins in that one.
Yeah,
they're at Suncorp Stadium. I think I'll tip the Dolphins.
What about you?
There you go.
Phil?
I'll tip the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins will make the top 8.
Do you?
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't, but the big one for me is Tom Gilbert. He's missed pretty much a year and a half of football. My understanding is, even though he still hasn't been given the green light, I think Thomas Flegler will feature in the back end of the season. That's what he's hoping. That's what they're hopeful.
Because there was some doubt about him ever playing again.
Well, and here's the frustrating thing. He's as fit as a fiddle. He looks ready to go, but because of this nerve damage, they just can't get him out there, can't give him the clearance to get out. He's had a series of operations, and let's hope the last one has worked. And it's one of those ones where my understanding is, once again, you don't know if it's worked for a little while down the track. So you should see him at training at Dolphin Oval. He's getting involved in everything, but
you know what,
for him, he just can't play.
Pedro, I'm just going to bounce this off you because it's a pat on the back for you, because you gave us some information about the next year's round here, right?
Oh, see, I was at the back of the box. What did the boss say?
Well, the big guy, I suggested, would you think of having a Queensland derby and he was very interested in that. He said, I hadn't thought of that. But he's thought about it now, and it's on the back of you pushing for one of Queensland derbies.
Cousin Pete.
Played here, yes. But he was very impressed by that idea, and I felt a bit chuffed by that, even though it wasn't my idea. But
Thanks for not taking the credit. Usually you just pick up the credit and run.
Credit for that, he just
and run.
That's the sort of guy I am, you know, Pedro. I'm going to call you Pedro from now. Would that worry you?
That's fine.
Okay, good. I think it does.
That's fine, Darren.
Let's call him Pedro.
That's fine, Darren.
I answered to Darren. Don't know if you answered to Pedro. Anyway, carry on.
Answered the worst. Sunday afternoon footy, Storm v Eels. Do we all agree that the Storm, on paper at least, are the team to beat in this season?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Yep.
I don't think so.
You don't like the Storm?
No, I like them.
I do.
I like them. They're a very good side, but there's a lot of people, they're favourites to win the competition, so they clearly can win it, but I'm not sold on them completely. They'll make top 4 in my opinion, but I think the Broncos are the team to beat. I want to see how, I don't know, are they playing this round? I don't know.
They'll play Thursday night. It is a Channel 9 game against the Roosters.
Well, I think they'll beat them. But I think I did tip the Roosters to make the 8 as well. So, I'm controversial.
You know what?
You're a bit all over the shop.
You can lose games in round one and still make 8.
That's true.
Unless you lose them by 50.
But I'll be tipping. I'll be tipping the Broncos in that game.
You know what the biggest overreaction is over the course of the next 10 days?
What?
The people who put lines through teams after round one. Oh, they're gone. They can't win.
Yeah, aren't they stupid? I don't think the Warriors can win.
They're gone.
They're gone.
There you go. Eels, Josh, Billy Slater podcast this week, he said he expects Parramatta to be the biggest improvers here in 2025. What's your take on Jason Ryles coming to Parramatta and what they'll do this year?
Well, yeah, I think they can be the biggest improvers because they were pretty bad last year. Like, they didn't have too much change to their squad from the year before, but they just couldn't put it together. I mean, Mitch Moses, to be fair, was a big loss throughout that year, but I guess it all depends on the Dylan Brown circus and what effect that has on the team as well. But I think Ryle's taking the club in a new direction, and I guess we're going to see how tough a pre-season they've had when they come out and play the Storm in round one. But I think they will definitely improve.
It's a fair test, isn't it? Going down to Melbourne, first game as an NRL head coach. Look, from what you've seen in the trials, they all look fit and strong and healthy. But at the end of the day, as J-Moz said, get Mitch Moses fit. If he can play the whole season, then they're going to give themselves an opportunity. But it's a tough ask to go to Melbourne round one and try and win that.
Any side that's got halves like those two boys, they're going to compete.
Yeah.
You know, if your forward pack's half decent and work hard. You don't have to be geniuses, but blokes who are prepared to take it up, tackle. Put themselves in positions to make good decisions around the middle of the ruck. If you've got two halves like them, they're going to be. Well, maybe Smokey's, they can't win the comp, but they're going to be around the mark, I think.
Let's go back to one of the other teams, because we spoke about, Dragons, Dogs, and just on both of those sides heading into this year. Bulldogs, a lot of people expect them to march up into the top 4, and if you put the line through the Dragons very quickly, but Flano's got himself a number of experienced players there, a couple of good young playmakers in and around the club as well, some young forwards as well. You'd think they're going to have a real hard edge about them, the Dragons, this year.
I think they'll be better. I think the players they bought, I think, are all good players, and I think they're going to make a difference to the side. I noticed at the start of the year they were favourites to win the wooden spoon, the Dragons. I don't think they'll get the wooden spoon, but I can't see them threatening the 8. Just my opinion. I just don't know if they're good enough.
What say you?
Yeah, look, again, it's hard for me. I'm sort of half involved with the Dragons still, so...
Well, say something that you don't believe in.
That'll get back to Flano.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll get back to him.
He's just picked up his phone. He's texting Flano now.
No, look, as Big Man said, they've bought some experience. They needed some experience. They needed players that are there to just compete and show, some of those other guys what it takes to actually be in a successful NRL team. And I don't think the Dragons have made the final since 2018. So it's a long time since they've even been involved in the finals. I think he bought well with that experience. It's just whether you know, that they can all play well and the other guys can get on board. There's a lot of good kids, coming through at the Dragons, but you've got to be really careful with how you bring them through as well. You can't dump them all in there and expect miracles. They've got to slowly come through, and if they can do that over the next 12 to 18 months, then, you know, there might be better days for the Dragons coming up.
Well, you guys are going to wrap up in about 2 minutes. It's been a great few days, hasn't it?
It's been,
here in Las Vegas.
Outstanding.
Again,
your debut on the show has been probably up with, I'd say, Josh's debut.
So
your debut, Salty, on the tour, has been outstanding.
Did you not expect him to be as big a goer as he is?
Yeah,
what do you think I was going to come in and say? Well, we're going to go to the library this morning. Or?
It's Salty the Stayer. That's what he is.
Pedro the Stayer.
Salty the Stayer. Oh, mate, he's there. He's there. He's always there.
Is he just there looking at you?
No, he's there having a good time, like everyone is having a good time.
Little puppy dog eyes looking at
We
you.
lose him sometimes.
Oh, yeah, we lost him a couple of times. And then he was worried that we brushed him. And I'm like, Salty, I swear I'm a family. I'm on my way. Just give me 5 minutes.
He gets worried when he finds himself.
I'm sitting in Old Red going,
where are the boys?
I mean, the band was good. Daryl, are you going to go and catch up with any of your tour?
Yes, I am. I'm going to go back to my hotel and go to sleep. I might pass them as I'm walking up if they're there.
Oh, g'day. You're on my tour. I'm Daryl Broman.
I'll see him tomorrow, mate. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. We're all going to the ice hockey. So
the Golden Knight.
We walked past it, didn't we? Going past the ice hockey. Get down there early with all the bars and everything.
Oh, the tailgate parties that they have. All right, J Moz, you're done.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Piggy.
Thanks, Salty. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Daryl.
Great tour. Well done, Salty.
We'll wrap things up in just a moment. You're listening to the continuous call team from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Have you been charged with a criminal offence? Need legal representation or advice? Bryden's Lawyers have the experts in criminal law available to assist. No matter the complexity of the case, whether it be an assault, drink driving or a drug offence, their experienced criminal lawyers possess the expertise to ensure your rights are protected. Call Bryden's Lawyers 24-hour criminal law hotline on 1800 017 017 or visit brydens.com.au.
Spin to win at Harvey Norman. Enter now. hn.com.au/spin to win. With a total prize pool valued at over $45,000. Spin to win prizes daily. Plus, make any purchase at Harvey Norman and go in the draw to win the ultimate 2025 Toyota AFL Grand Final or NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final experience. hn.com.au/spin to win. At Harvey Norman now. Terms, conditions apply. AFL authorised GF promotion GFAFL 25/18.
Happy birthday, dear Dad.
How good is it being able to age well in your own home, surrounded by the ones you love? If you need a helping hand, talk to Australian Unity Home Care. Our team will help with your home care package, guiding you every step of the way so you can enjoy seamless care and live well at home for as long as possible. Search Australian Unity Home Care today. That's real well-being.
Hi, I'm Todd Woodbridge, and I want you to think about the equity in your home as a key, one that can unlock life's possibilities. If you're over 55, Inviva's Home Equity Release Loan makes it simple to access your equity so you can fund big life moments, support your family, or simply enjoy more financial freedom. With Inviva, your future is closer than you think. Get a free property value estimate today at inviva.com.au. That's INVIVA. Terms and conditions, fees and charges and eligibility criteria apply.
G'day, Ray Hadley here for Bryden's Lawyers. Are you struggling with a workplace injury? At Bryden's Lawyers, the team of experienced lawyers will fight for your rights to ensure you receive the compensation you deserve. Bryden's Lawyers understands the stress and uncertainty that comes with workplace injury claims, and that's why they offer a no-win, no-fee guarantee. With Bryden's Lawyers, you can focus on your recovery while they take care of the rest. Call Bryden's Lawyers now on 1800-848-848 or go to the website brydens.com.au. Who helps you in your time of need? Bryden's Lawyers do.
The continuous call team. Macca's new McSmart meal is here. Get a cheeseburger, small fries and soft drink, plus your choice of side for just $6.95. T's and C's apply.
Yes, wrapping things up from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. 4 games today. It all started, it seems like a very long time ago, in the Super League game. Wigan defeated Warrington 48-24. And then in the opening NRL game of the season, a very convincing display by Ricky Stewart's Canberra Raiders. Canberra winning 30-8 over the Warriors. I think there'll be a bit of talk too about the women's test and the match-up, the Jillaroos against England. The Jillaroos very, very good. England, well, they're showing that they're way off the pace that's been set in women's game by Australia and New Zealand, but Australia won 90-4. And then Penrith got a win in a thriller over the Sharks, 28-22. Next week, the games we'll have for you on the continuous call team. Friday night, it's Dolphins v South Sydney from Suncorp Stadium. The team will be on deck Saturday afternoon from Cogra for Dragons v Bulldogs. Then Saturday night, it'll be Manly up against the Cowboys. And then Sunday afternoon footy with the continuous call team, the Melbourne Storm up against the Parramatta Eels. Thanks to the NRL for having us here in Vegas. We hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days of us broadcasting here. It has been absolutely magnificent, just going from strength to strength. We'll be back next Friday night for the completion of round 1.